this is the screen we got going right now. We're not faces on, but the mic is on. So, okay, I'm gonna fade in.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so we should be live here. Stream is setting itself up. Facebook should come live here momentarily, and then we can launch on here. If for some reason this doesn't want to run, then we're going to have to switch it to our credentials.
All right, so they is switching it over to the TV. That's good.
All right, so we got the game here.
Game.
All right, Facebook's not jumping on
at the moment.
Here, talk for a moment.
Yes, indeed. So everybody, as we try to iron out this technical difficulty, it's all good. We still going to be live on most of the streams out here. I really thank everybody for tuning in. It is what it is. This is the first game, first time for us to get this thing going one way or another. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation, and also as well as the Dallas Prospect and Phantom. Guys, this is the real deal Holyfield right now. You have to be ready. You have to be locked, loaded, and ready in order to get things going in the right direction. And this will happen. Cowboys Nation, this will happen. Yes, indeed. So as we get this thing going, I want to know your guys' prediction. I really want to know what you guys think, what should happen, what will happen, and what's going to happen, I guess. But we're going to get this thing moving, locked, loaded, and ready. First game of the year. First game of the year, man. It is what it is. We're going to have to get this thing going. Yes, indeed.
Hey, we are live on Facebook as well now.
Yes.
Problem resolved, crisis averted. We should be live on all platforms now.
All platforms, indeed. Yes, indeed. I really thank all y'all for tuning in to the show, man. Really think that this team is something special about this team. There's something special about this team.
Absolutely, man. I mean, this is going to be interesting. Dallas was 6-2 on the road last season.
Right.
And we know that they can win in tough environments, but it's a drastically different team than last year. So we don't really have a barometer, so to speak, based on what their tendencies are and basically what we can expect out of, like, from a receiving game aspect.
Well, what we want to look for as far as the receiver game is to catch the ball when the ball is thrown to you. I know it sounds simple, but this is the thing. This is a run-first team. The play-action play will set up the pass, and that's what we have to worry about. That's what's going to happen, and that is what's going to happen one way or another. Yes, indeed. Go ahead and tell the young lady about the shirts. She didn't see it.
It's too quick.
It's too quick.
She's wearing a Kansas City shirt. She's not interested. She's like, Dallas Prospect, what is this?
Yes, indeed.
But,
one way.
Yeah, so it is an interesting level of sound in here. Hopefully you guys in the comments, let us know how well you can hear us, how clearly you can hear us compared to background noise, because it is a little bit loud, Chia.
Yes, indeed. It's a little bit loud, but it's all good.
Can't have both earphones in. I want to make sure I can hear you clearly still.
You can. Well, I can hear you, yeah.
Yep. So, anyway. So we're moments away from kickoff here. We did a test stream here on Tuesday where we talked about kind of what our expectations are and what we expect out of this game. And if I had to really put my finger on where this game is going to be won and lost, it sounds cliche, but it's in the trenches. Both defenses are strong along their defensive front. Now, for the Panthers, their offensive line is a wreck, and for the Cowboys, their offensive line, it's not a wreck by any means, but it's certainly not its usual strength. So the trenches is going to be the most important place for this game that will decide it, I think.
Yeah, and the battle is won during those times, but you got to understand, too, as well. This, like I said, this team is battle-tested. I do know that the stats are out there as far as the Dallas Cowboys against the, I guess the Panthers. They said that they haven't had a 100-yard rush in, 2016?
Yes.
I remember in 2016 as well as the Ravens. I remember the Ravens having some similar stats of that. I recall, too, as well, the Green Bay Packers having some stats of that, of not having a team running or rushing on them over 100 yards. I think that this team is built, ready for that, and I think that they can still get over 100 yards rushing on the mighty Panthers. I really think so.
I think they're absolutely capable of it, and with Zeke, you always have a home run threat. So what I'm curious to see, is if they can change up how they're utilizing Zeke just a little bit.
Right.
First of all, for those who are just joining us, we are live here at, if you see up in this lovely box up here by Law's Head, Henry's Tavern here in Plano, Texas. We are doing a Cowboys watch party out here. If you guys want, come out here, hang out with us, have a drink. Tell them you're here for Phantom. You'll get a free appetizer as well. And, hey, we got free merch, such as this lovely shirt right here.
Right. And everything free 99. I love that, man. So you guys come on out. We're going to be locked, loaded, and ready. I'm telling you, I'm already crunk. I hope you wearing your lucky socks. I hope you wearing your lucky hat. I got my lucky hat. I got my lucky jacket on. It's finna go down. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What I want to see from Dallas is if they can change up how they utilize Zeke just a little bit. I was starting to say this a moment ago.
Right.
I wrote in the offseason, you remember this, and I remember I initially caught some, and I say it jokingly, lovingly, right?
Right.
I caught a little bit of heat at the time for suggesting that Dallas should use Zeke a little more like Le'Veon Bell.
Right.
And I got a lot of people saying, like, that's not how Zeke plays. He's not a receiving back and all that. I'm like, he's got two receptions in his career of over 70 yards, both of which were short dump-offs that he took to the house. If you get him in open field, he will make things happen. And for Dallas, especially with the questions for its receiving core, it makes all the sense in the world to get him the ball in open space. For Dak to use him as a safety valve so that you don't have to worry about, especially this week, the offensive line. If you have concerns there, give him quick passes. Give him something he can trust. And if Zeke is there for whether it's a dump-off or a short route, a curl, something like that, he can do it. I think he can line up. And, you know, all we've been hearing this offseason is that there is a higher chance that Dallas will utilize him that way this year. And I think it's about time. I think it's necessary.
Yes, indeed. We got rid of a guy that wore number 88. One can argue the fact that he's been the X Factor. But I'm telling you guys right now that there's a new X Factor on this team. He wears number 21. That is Ezekiel Elliott. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He will help the quarterback out, especially as a young quarterback as Dak Prescott. Having a safety valve as in Ezekiel Elliott is beneficial. Think about this. Ezekiel Elliott was utilized when he played for the Ohio Buckeyes. He was utilized good out there in the backfield. Yep. One can argue the fact that when he made the team for the Ohio State, and there's going to be kickoff, but this is the thing. When he made the team, he was also inserted as a slot.
Yeah.
As a slot guy.
He absolutely could. He wasn't asked to do it much, but he could do it.
Yeah.
So here's the touchback to start the game. Dallas will start with the ball, wearing the road blues, the royal blue.
Boy, that blue look good, don't it?
Yeah. We're wearing it more now than we used to, for sure. But it was something where for a while it almost felt like a little bit of a bad luck omen. I don't think that's the case anymore because our more recent track record with it's been good. But, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they come out with this. Dallas was the second most frequent team running the ball on first down last season, behind only the Minnesota Vikings. So let's see what they start off with. Are they going to, start off
in our
with
formation?
Denver's,
they got two wide receivers split out wide. Dak Prescott is in the pocket inside the zone.
With a run.
All right, with the run.
Into a wall.
Okay.
And look who's there, Luke Kuechly. That's that boy I've been talking about.
Mama, there go that man again, as they say, right?
So... Yep, there it is again right there. Like I said, Dallas was the second most frequent running the ball on first down team in the league last year. Minnesota was the first. And we know what the fear is for this game for Dallas. If it ends up echoing Denver last year, week 2,
there you go.
That's where you run into a wall, and then you have to pass third and long. And after 3 possessions, you give up on the run because you're behind.
Yes, two wide receivers split out wide, fake motion toss. Catch
Dump
the ball.
Off there.
All right, there you go. Tavon Austin.
Good move, Tavon Austin. I like that.
There you go.
We got a flag, though.
Flag on the field, John.
Yep.
Let's see what they say.
I'm thinking it's a hold.
Oh, illegal motion or illegal
motion?
Okay. Like probably.
Blocking the back. Oh, it was on Tyron, too.
Come on, Tyron.
Come on, Tyron.
Got to man that up a
We got enough
bit.
questions on the offensive line. We don't need the perennial Pro Bowlers making mistakes out here.
Right. Shout out to
it's
Stevie
absolutely
Mack,
a block in the back.
Shout out to Wiggle Bell. Thank you for joining in, too, as well. Mr. Bruce Wayne, shout out to you.
Shout out King Ketchum Inglés, Italian cowboy in the house. Marcelo B, what's up?
Yes, indeed.
So here's the fear here. It's now second and, 20? 21. Okay.
Second and long.
Yes.
Second and 21. 21 yards to go. Let's get this thing.
Dak Prescott drops back. It's a draw.
Motion.
Zeke spreads wide. Man. He might have gotten back to the line, but here you are, third and 21. And look who made the play. Luke Kuechly again.
Luke Kuechly is everywhere.
He is their Sean Lee. And
I was
that's
telling
why I
everybody
said you need to
about
come
Luke
out.
Kuechly is that you want to play him like week 5, week 6, week 7, because week 1 through 4, the guy is explosive, flying out to the ball. He's everything that you want out there as far as a linebacker play.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's explosive, and if he's healthy, like obviously he is right now, he is going to be a thorn in your side, and you're going to have to figure out how to work around him. Third and 21 is not the way you want Dak taking his first pass, especially when he's back at his own 14.
Yeah, shotgun formation.
3 on the play clock.
Trips on the side. Yeah.
Delay a game. Delay a game. There you go. So there's Looney right there, not getting the snap off in time.
Yeah.
So here's Dallas is 3rd and 26. Safe to say this is going to be a draw and a punt.
Right. That's a safe play, believe it or not.
Yep.
Do a draw, and then punt this thing off.
I don't know about you, but I hear some boos in that crowd because we know Cowboy fans travel. They're looking at this like, are you kidding me right now?
Yes, indeed. And for those who out there, we're here live at Henry's Tavern in Plano, Texas. Click the link that's in the description box. You will find out where we at from there.
Yep, click that link. Get your free appetizer in here and come hang out with us. Watch this game, and we'll have a good time. We got free merch here as well. All right, Dak and shotgun. It's a draw, and they got like 3 yards. All right.
We called it.
So that was about on every front the worst way to start the game, minus a turnover.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
So this will be interesting, man. Now we got to see how good this Dallas D is. 4th and 22, Dallas is punting.
Yes, they pretty much off that drive, they shot themselves in the foot. Tavon Austin did a wonderful play of getting the ball upfield. Got an 8-yard screen pass.
Yeah. But it goes back because of a penalty. So here we are, Chris Jones on to punt.
Chris Jones.
He's standing in his own end zone. Here they come.
Look nice out there, though.
Okay.
Look, a pretty long punt.
Hey, man, Big Game James at this game. Remember that?
Yeah.
We everywhere, man. We got Big Game on scene.
I don't know where Rico is. Yes, indeed. I don't know. Rico need to man it up.
for those wondering on Rico, he's the third tight end on the depth chart. So first series, I wasn't expecting to see him anyway.
Yes, indeed. So with that being said, the Carolina Panthers, look for them to do quick passes. They're going to try to get this pass out. I think the Carolina Panthers are going to try to establish a run.
Yep.
I think that they have the wide receiver core dinged up and banged up. So I'm really thinking that they're going to get into, they're in shotgun formation. They're starting this thing out in shotgun. 0 back.
So they hired North Turner this offseason as their offensive
10
coordinator.
10 personnel, quick pass.
There's the McCaffrey, and the defense is all over it. Loss of 2.
Yes.
Good start for the defense.
Yes,
now,
indeed.
Cam Newton last year completed only 58% of his passes, but he also led his team in rushing. They averaged 5.4 yards per carry when he ran versus 3.3 and 3.4 respectively, whether it was Jonathan Stewart or Christian McCaffrey last season.
Right.
So, as you can see, I've been deep dive studying on this, getting ready for week 1 here. But, it's interesting because the addition of North Turner, even though he kind of flamed out in Minnesota, the whole point was to try and help Cam Newton's development and growth as a more pure pocket passer.
Cam Newton keeps the
There's
ball.
There's the play right there. Look who it is, DeMarcus Lawrence.
D-Law. D-Law. That considered a sack, right?
He got back to the line. He got back to the line. Yeah, 3rd and 10. So it's a negative run play or a 0 game.
Give him a sack.
Might as well. D-Law's like, come on, man. You know his fingertips were behind the line.
Yes, indeed. Defense. That's what I'm talking about, Chris.
Absolutely.
D-Law. Appreciate all y'all, man, that's in the chat box, man. Shout out to Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James, and as well as D Dallas Prospect. Every legend was once
a prospect.
Yes, indeed. They're in shotgun formation, guys.
There we go again. 3 straight shotguns for Kansas City. Here comes Dallas with the pressure.
It's picked off. Almost picked off by my guy.
Chidobe. But look who else was there. You also had Jalen Smith right in the mix.
Jalen Smith. I'm telling everybody out here, Jalen Smith with that hip flex, he can get that.
We got a flag on the play.
We got a flag.
Roughing the passer. So instead of a 3 and out, you give him the first.
Roughing the passer.
Who did they call it on?
I'm going to see if they flag whooped us on this play.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
All right, D-Law, let me see what he did. Got the separation. Low. Oh, come on now. No way. No way. I wish you guys can see that.
He's blocked
There's
low.
No way.
He's blocked low on the play. I think it's Randy Gregory coming from behind, if anything.
If anything, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm not trying to say that this thing is conspiracy theory, but come on now. Come on. Come on now.
that was a rough call there for sure, because your defense gets off the field. That would have been a great way to start for the defense for the season.
Right, snake bitten.
So here we go. It's a drop back again.
Hey, holding, block in the back. Hold on, where the flag picked off. Oh. Good
that was
defense.
Funchess there. Good D, though.
Yeah.
That was almost a beautiful catch by Funchess.
The scouting report on Funchess, as big and as tall as he is, he has baby hands.
Penalty on Carolina. Back it up.
Block in the back, yeah. As big and as tall as Funchess is, his hand size, he's known for dropping the ball, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that, okay, he came out of college, everybody was like, okay, this is a big target for Cam.
How do you, what is your reaction to the first 5 plays or so from the Panthers being all passes or Cam running? No handoff to McCaffrey. They did check down to McCaffrey on a pass, but they haven't run the ball yet. Are you surprised at all by that? Or do you think that's them trying to beat our strength of the defensive line?
Yeah, they got it tested for the defensive line. And then on top of that, too, as well.
Another
Look at
pass.
this short pass right here. Get to the edge. Knock them out of bounds. You want them to get a few yards.
That's DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, yeah. DJ Moore was high on my draft board, too, as well. He was one of those guys that we thought that we had a chance to get.
Oh, hey, shout out as well to our boys from Phantom as well.
Yeah.
Reporting live at the Henry's in Denver, I think.
Henry in
Pretty
Denver.
sure it's the same venue, just the Denver location.
Yeah.
They're on right now as well, but if you're with us already, stay with us.
Yes,
I'm giving them love. I'm not giving them our viewers.
It is what it is. All right, shotgun formation.
Shotgun again, man.
McCaffrey.
There's McCaffrey. Nope.
Cam
pulls
it
and runs.
Cam. Oh.
Okay, so now you're going to have third and 1, 3rd and 2. That's
Cam get up doing his celebratory dance.
Good run there by Cam. That's the thing.
We ready?
That's the thing, too, though, when you look at it, because Cam Newton, he's probably one of the best athletes, period, in football. He's 6'5", 250. He's built as big, if not bigger, than our linebackers out there. And he gets going downfield, it's going to be hard to stop him. So you got a 3rd and 2 set up here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We will see what we have right now is 3rd and 2. It's 3rd and manageable. You can manage this down and out distance. We're going to see there in the I formation. Let's see if they can do a powerhouse slam quarterback keep. Look like they got the first
keeper,
down.
Yep.
A wonderful draw-up play by the Carolina Panthers, believe it or not.
Yep, and this is something we're going to be looking to as this drive progresses here.
Right.
We're going to keep looking back at that roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Should have been 3 and out.
I mean, those second chances. To flip the field that way, we get a block in the back or a holding on our play, which ultimately would have made us 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or what have you.
Yep.
And then on the same identical deal, whereas we get the actual quarterback, roughing the quarterback deal, which is flip the field for them. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Football is all about inches, guys. Keep
Cam
playing.
Pulls it again.
Whoa.
Beats Sean
there go
Lee.
Cam.
Cam Newton.
Cam is hard to bring down. Cam for about 20 yards up the field. And he is showing like a man he is. He looks like a man amongst boys out there.
Absolutely.
Cam is doing his thing out there, guys. It is total pandemonium.
There is nothing wrong from Cam's game as it results to his physicality and his ability to run the ball.
Yeah.
For him, what you got to do is you got to force him to keep contained. But right there, the
Contained,
RPO opens it up, he pulls it, and he's on the edge unguarded. He doesn't get touched until he's 7 yards downfield. And you're going to lose that battle every time, especially if you got a corner out there trying to grab a hold of him.
Yes, indeed. And the only reservation that you will have about this is, can Cam Newton do this for 4 quarters?
There's the first handoff. This is to C.J. Anderson.
I didn't know he played for the Panthers. I didn't know he played for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just got picked up this year. He was with Denver last year, ran for $120 on us in that Week 2 disaster.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yes, indeed, man. They holding D-Law. This is from Unbiased Cowboys on the YouTube page. He said that they holding D-Law, huh?
Yep.
It is what it is. We'll see right now. It looks like they're in red zone territory.
2nd and 9 here. So he did gain a yard. I didn't think he got anything on that.
Right. Yes, indeed.
All right, let's see here. Under center, play action, going to the corner check down.
Looks
like he's a yard short of the first down. So Carolina's knocking on the door here. We're inside the 5 for Carolina.
The thing is, what I'm seeing that what the Carolina Panthers are doing, they're using a lot of end-around motions, also passing the ball out into the flat. And they also, with that being said, the Carolina Panthers are pretty much not vertically taking the ball down the field. They horizontally using these plays. So they not vertically challenged the Cowboys at this point. So what we had to do is fan out these linebackers. You may have to bring in an extra linebacker at this point and see what other formation you can come up with.
So this drive has gone 8 plays, so 5 plays and 63 yards since that penalty on DeMarcus Lawrence.
Good.
They get a
Fumble.
Fumble. Dallas with the turnover.
Mucho elegante.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
D-Law, number 90. The law. Don't mess with the law.
We got all kinds of happy people in this place right now.
Yes.
So check out who makes the fumble. Anton Woods.
Anton Woods. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, Dallas. There you go.
There we go. We needed some type of breakthrough. This is what this defense needed to do. This is what we needed to do last year, actually.
Yep, Marcelo B shouts, fumble!
Fumble liar. Yeah, so this is what this defense needed to do last year. Takeaways, turnovers, getting the ball away from the opposition. That is what you need to do in order to win in the National Football League. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely. It's all about how many turnovers can you create, because even in years past, like last year, Dallas was, what did Dallas rank defensively last year? 8th?
Oh, man, 8th overall.
But you look at it, and it's an ugly 8th.
Right,
because they gave up a lot of points in the middle of the season.
Correct.
And they didn't create hardly any turnovers throughout the season. They got their sacks, but that was about it. Yeah. And sacks are good, but you also need to be able to take the ball away if you're going to maximize your potential and win. If you win the turnover battle, typically you win the game.
Right. Yeah. So if you win the turnover battle, you win the game. And then also too as well, if you can get off on third down, they was ranked 27 or 28th on third down defense.
Yep.
And we know for sure that if we can improve just that number alone, then we are in a better situation.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Hirsch Patel getting all kinds of excited over here.
Yes, indeed. I'm going to try to give a shout-out to those that's in the chat box. Thank you for tuning in. Warpath, one of the coldest names on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. DJ Cobb, thank you for tuning in. Louie, thank you for tuning in, too, as well on the YouTube chat box. And also on the Facebook panel.
Check it on those Facebook comments, see how we're doing there.
We have Keith Woody. Thank you for tuning in, too, as well, to the nation, as well as, the Facebook always be a little bit lagging on my end.
Little bit.
Howell, what you got over there?
I like Hirsch Patel's comment. Good thing you guys are commentating so I can mute Joe Buck.
Joe Buck. Yes, indeed. We're going to give you that old-fashioned commentating, like third and long, John, that Pat Summerall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not calling you John, though. John Madden.
Yeah. Boom.
Put some mustard on that ball.
Let's see here. So,
yes, indeed.
Mute my mic for just a sec. Check Ari back.
Yes, indeed, man. Go ahead and do your thing. You got to get up, got to go, got to roll, got to rock. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, they finna kick this thing back off. It is what it is right now. The score is 0-0. Let's get it. Let's get this thing going. All right, single back formation. Looks like 11 personnel. Well, actually, that's 12 personnel. Roll out. Got 2 tight ends out there. Just a throwaway right there. Safe pass, man. Safe pass. Threw the ball away on the outside on the outer edges. Right now it's going to be 2nd and 10. First play was a running play.
Yeah, so that's just a throwaway there. He rolled out, didn't feel he had anything there. So it's Ross that forced the fumble, not Anton Woods. So
Law forced the fumble.
Law recovered the fumble.
Well, who forced the fumble?
Ross.
Ross, okay. Well, shout out to the Ross. We got Rick Ross on the team now, baby. Let's see what we got right now.
10.
Fake handoff. There you go. Like Cole Beasley with 11-yard catch up the seam. That's what we like to see out of that
hot
number
sauce.
11. Put some hot sauce on this thing, right? Oh, man. We look like
D-Law is overheating.
Exhausted. But
they're saying it's 90 degrees on the field, so he's parked right in front of the fan. With how he's playing early on, except for that one penalty, I say keep him right there. He deserves it.
Yes. Slants. Look out for the slants, the seam routes. They're in shotgun formation. Look for them to do a fake handoff toss to Ezekiel Elliott off this run. They got to give Ezekiel Elliott the touches.
Dak in shotgun, drops back. Looking that time for, there's a flag. He was looking for, he's looking for Gallup, though. Drew a flag.
Gallup. Boy, we know we love to see Gallup catch that ball. Holding on the defense. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm telling you, right now, even though Gallup is a rookie at this point, he was able to be physical off of that particular play, call number 41 to hold on to his body, and he was able to get that play from there. That's what I'm talking about. Being aggressive, that's how you win in the National Football League, being aggressive. All right, they on the it looks like this is going to be a running play.
Hand off to Zeke here. Zeke 1-on-1. Okay. Carolina knows the one thing Dallas is going to try and bring to this, and so their job is to just stack the box and say, okay, Dak, you're going to have to beat us with your arm, and these receivers are going to have to beat us on the outside because we're not going to let Zeke go for 100 on us. Not using it this way, at least.
Yeah, this is the thing. That box is real crowded right now.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are not getting no penetration off of their line at all.
No, they're not.
But one thing I can say as well is that if they continue to do something like this, that will soften their box, and they'll bust one out for a big play. All right, play action play.
Okay.
Oh,
check
okay.
down.
One of them.
Jeff Swaim.
Swaim and things. Yes.
Here's something else to note here, too. Dallas struggles running the ball. Who are they running behind? They're running behind the middle of their line. They're running behind right now their weakest point on that line. And at the same time, the Panthers' defensive line, especially right there, that is their strength.
Right.
So Dallas is trying to match strength for strength when they don't have their full strength.
There you go.
It's a bad plan.
but still,
unless you're setting them up for something later where you're suddenly going to bounce it outside or something.
Right. You weaken the blow. They running right up at the Ontario pole. But that was a good play. Weaken the blow. Let's see what we got from here.
Handoff Zeke.
Reverse
field.
Oh, he could have got to the edge.
Yeah, he fell forward for 3 or 4 yards.
3 yards. 3 yards is all you need in this game, right? Yes, indeed. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
So it sounds like what we're going to do after the first quarter, we're going to try and fix the setup for the stream and go again because we're not hitting all the pages we want.
Right.
And I don't think we can fix it while in stream. If we can do it while in stream, I'll do it. But we might be restarting the stream second quarter on, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal, but it is the reality of what we're facing.
Indeed.
So
yes, indeed.
It's our first show out here, man. Learning experience. Take everything, learn as much as you can.
Yes, indeed. But as long as we can defeat Murphy Law, we'd be okay.
I told you not to invite him.
All right. Look past.
Oh, he's lucky that wasn't picked. That was so far behind Zeke.
You would like for that pass to be a little bit in front of him.
There's a flag. I think they roughed Dak, or it's a hold.
Yeah, they had to rough. Yeah, that was a ball.
It's either
a
hold
behind.
on Tyron or the guy who finally got to Dak hit him late when the ball went out of frame.
Yeah, we'll see.
Holding on. That's a bad start for Tyron, man.
Yeah.
Tyron's got a holding and a block in the back now.
Yeah, and I always tell everybody that comes with continuity. When you don't have the continuity, the preseason games, if you're not playing out there doing live action, you're still going to look a little sloppy in certain games and situations. Look for like game 1 and game 2 to be sloppy in those factors.
So here we are in 2nd and 17 now. Still got Jarwin in the game, Dak under center.
Right.
Now what do you see here lineup-wise? What do you think we're looking at?
All right, let's see what we got. Still shotgun formation, two wide out
wide,
split,
1 split.
12 personnel.
Handoff
to Zeke.
That's Rod Smith.
Rod Smith.
Rod Smith trying to change it up a little bit that way.
A little change of pace.
3rd and 12 though. 5-yard gain's nice, but it's not going to make a big difference here.
Right.
Here's one observation I've got for you. Tavon Austin is your only receiver with a catch right now. No, Cole Beasley has 1. So you got your 2. Yeah. You got the 2 of them with a couple catches, but you haven't seen anything to Gallup, and you haven't seen anything to Williams or let's see who else we are at the Hearns. Where's Hearns? Have you even seen him yet? I hadn't even noticed him on the field.
Put an MIA report out on Hearns. But Luke Kuechly is calling the defense. He's setting up everything.
3rd and 12, Dak and shotgun. Motion. We got motion crossing.
Crossing,
it's a
same
screen.
Play that we did earlier.
Screen to Cole. Kuechly sniffed it out. All right, 4th down, 4th and 5.
4th and 5. We are, what side of the field if we look like?
We're on our side of the field.
We're still on our side of the field.
Yep,
Bring out Chris Jones. Let's see if Chris Jones can pin him. If he can pin him inside of, he can pin him inside, then we can have a good chance.
You need about a 55-yard punt if you're going to pin him, so he can do it. But I'm curious to see. He's got the leg for sure.
Right.
We need a good punt here if you're going to pin him deep. And your defense, do you think they got enough of a rest on that?
I think
that wasn't a very long drive.
It wasn't a long rest, but I think that this team going to have to win The defense going to have to win it for this team.
Good punt. He's
he
taking
decided to run it. Oh, no. Make him fumble the ball.
So
right.
It worked out. It worked out because Dallas downs him at the 17.
Yeah.
So even though he got about 8 or 9 yards, it's better than a touchback. So still good position by Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Hey, Kuechly's banged up, it looks like. Maybe?
Kuechly?
I don't know.
Maybe out of breath a little bit.
The way he was shaking his head, it made it look like he was bell rung a little bit.
Give me 15. I'll be right back, okay?
All right, man.
All right.
So, here we cha. Here in a commercial break here. I would not be doing my duty if I did not tell you guys to come out and join us here at Henry's Tavern. We are live in Plano, Texas, out here with a plethora of Cowboy fans watching the Cowboys-Carolina game. And if you guys need any kind of commentary, the raw, the real, this is your feed to listen to. We got Law Nation in the house, but not on screen at the present moment. And we got me, DDP, as well. And we are breaking down this game and giving you the best insight. If you guys want to come out, join us, tell them you're here for Phantom. Or, I mean, you can also say Dallas Prospect Law Nation, but it's a Phantom event. Tell them you're out here for Phantom. The logo's right here above my head. And you will get a free appetizer. And, hey, it helps us. The more people we have out here, the more games we get invited back for in the future. So it works out for everybody. Now, while all of this is going on, I'm going to take a look at some of my settings, while still talking, just to make sure I can put forth the best and most accessible setup for all of you. I know with our initial setup, we were not live on all the different pages that we wanted to hit, but that's adjusted on the fly. Let's see here. Yeah, we're doing good. So shout out if you're watching on the Law Nation 2.0 channel here, 142 of you. Shout out on the Dallas Prospect page as well. Here we got Law Nation rolling back here. So, while we're setting this up, get all this up and running, and we'll get accessible to Dallas Cowboys Really Real fan page, Origin, Texas. Let me see. I'm trying to remember some of those other pages that we're going to be going live on once we get this fixed.
Yes, indeed. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Just getting everything set up here as quickly as I can. It'll probably be between quarters that we make the switch, because if it takes a minute or two to get back, I don't want to miss any plays. But we'll get going here.
Sure, halftime,
yeah.
You want to go.
No, I'm going to try and fix it sooner than that, because I think I can.
Okay,
Because
cool.
if there's one thing we know about DDP, it's that he fixes stuff and gets S done.
Right. Yes, indeed.
All right, here we are again.
Formation.
Second drive for the Carolina Panthers here. Dallas caught a break, forcing a fumble inside the 5 earlier. Cam Newton play action over the top
Wide
to
open.
Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen was questionable for this game. He's got a back issue.
Right.
So I'll be curious to see how healthy he really is, or if he gets popped hard once, if that's going to put him back on the sideline.
Yes, indeed. Off of that drive, there was a nice little play-action play. Sucks Sean Lee up inside just a little bit. Got the Greg Olsen was able to ultimately get that separation off of that play right there. Good play, good drop on the opposition to make that play to get to play against, I guess, Sean Lee's aggressions.
Yeah. Here's an interesting thing, too, as we roll to a minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Right.
They have not yet had any success running the ball. They haven't had success yet. Deep for Cam Newton. Funches with the catch.
Funches.
There's a flag, though. I think it's a hold.
Yeah.
We have not yet seen Carolina, save for the one Cam Newton run, we have not seen them have success yet on the ground. So it's interesting.
It's going back.
On the offense. All right, good job.
I knew number 70 couldn't hold that guy back like that. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
It's interesting how well play action is working for them, given how little success they've had running the ball, save for that one Cam Newton draw. There it is, holding Tyrone Crawford there. People don't appreciate enough Tyrone Crawford and what he can do. He's not going to be the guy that gets you big sacks, but he will wreak havoc in the play. He'll pull and he'll make sure he draws the double so someone like Randy Gregory springs out open on the outside.
Right.
He'll put himself in position knowing he's got to eat the double pressure and take the brunt of it to set up his teammates. And that's valuable, and especially if you're playing him in the right position, which they are again now, in the middle.
Yeah, you got to see how it is from here. They still in shotgun formation. Looks like they're running the 12 personnel, 2 tight ends out there on the field. Ball
tip
batted
pass.
at the 10. It's picked off almost. Is it picked off? Almost. Good.
Good tip pass there. Good tip pass. Looked like it was tipped at the line. Good pressure by Dallas for sure.
Yes, indeed. My main concern about the Dallas Cowboys defense was the interior of that defense. It looks like they are holding up their end of the bargain, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, yes. Really, that first drive was concerning, but when push came to shove, they got the turnover, they stopped the drive, and they preserved a tie game right here. So here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are here, 2nd and 20 from the I almost said Kansas City somehow. I think it's because that person's shirt I saw walk by.
Yeah.
The Carolina 22. Cam drops back, shotgun. All day, throws deep, wide open. Who was that? That was 35, Kayvon Frazier.
Slipped, yeah.
The strong safety fell down on the play, gave Olsen a wide open thing. I want to know how he fell down. Did he just slip, or was there a little bit of push and shove?
Let's see how he got the separation.
Cam has all day in a clean pocket, though.
Oh, no, that was contact right there. That was contact. I'm surprised the refs didn't threw the flag out.
Yeah.
That was contact. He got separation. I mean,
well,
good.
You know, that was one of the
swallowing of the whistle.
That was one of the things I said I wanted to watch for this game.
They say what's the score?
The matchup between Cam and Kayvon Frazier for safety.
Yes, indeed. The score will be on the top of the box.
Cam rolls out wide open. He's going to walk for the first down and about 8 or 9 more yards.
Yeah.
Bootleg rollout. That was a Dak Prescott special.
And Cam showboating again. Cam Newton showboating. I don't blame him, though. It's football supposed to be for fun, right? Roll on out to this play. Able to get about
Damian Wilson got fooled bad on that play, too.
10 yards.
Not that he would have stopped the first down, but he could have at least closed in and limited the damage.
Right.
All right, so here we go into another commercial break here. So, let's see here. You know, if we get some sponsors for these here watch parties, this would be an ideal time for a live spot.
Yeah, it would
especially
be.
With your vocals. Just thank you for tuning in. This is the Law Nation.
Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation
live plug for.
We're here live at
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, all right. Score right now, guys, at the half 0-0 for the start of the second quarter 0-0. I know a lot of people asking for the score. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share this content. Share this information as well. Don't forget to also leave comments down below so that we can know how you guys are, enjoying the game.
Absolutely.
Feedback is always welcome to as well here.
Yep, guys, share this everywhere. Share it to, if you are in a Cowboys group or something on Facebook, share it there.
Right.
Go in, share it, tell everyone to check it out. If you are, if you got Cowboy fans on your friends list, just share it on your page. We don't care. Share it wherever. The idea is to get this thing going, make it happen, and you guys are a huge part of that. We bring you the goods, you spread the word, and that's how we do.
Yes, indeed, man. I really thank everybody for tuning in. Your reservations so far on this team?
I'm concerned by the pressure. Carolina's offensive line is nowhere near good enough that they should be giving us the fits that they're giving us, and to me that's troubling because we're not getting enough pressure on Cam. Now, part of that is they keep using play action and him rolling out, and that's smart. That's how you beat our pressure. But for an offensive line as bandaged up as theirs is, we are not doing nearly a good enough job getting pressure and making Cam keep him contained, keep him in pocket because he, like I said, 58% last year. That's how you're going to keep. That's how you limit the damage he can do, even with his arm strength.
Yeah, so I mean, the reservations that you can see that clearly on the game tape. This is the thing: Carolina Panthers are utilizing their offense to the best of their ability.
Yep.
They are rolling Cam out. They're making everybody horizontally fly out to the ball as far as the Cowboys defense. I think that there's a smart move and a smart play by the Carolina's offensive coordinator to keep the Dallas Cowboys horizontally.
Good old North Turner.
See? Rolling out everybody right now.
Cam Newton's 4 or 5 for 40 yards and 59 rushing.
That run is not happening right now.
Our run D,
not trick number 50. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Our run D is strong right now. If it's anybody but Cam running the ball, they're shutting them down. The problem is when Cam is rolling out or when they're letting him break contain, that's when things are going south for the Dallas D so far. Sean Lee on the stop. Here we are, 2nd and 10. They keep cutting back to Luke Kuechly, and unless they're trying to draw a parallel between him and Lee being sort of the same person as I've been jokingly referring to for a week now, they're suggesting Kuechly might not be 100%, which is also entirely possible, because if there's anyone who's got a reputation for getting hurt as often as Sean Lee, it would be Luke Kuechly.
Yes, indeed.
Good stop there. I like it.
Oh,
I like
fumble.
No. You're down by contact on the ground.
Well, either it's going to be fumble or incomplete.
True, but they're laying on the ground and he wrestles it away, so it's either incomplete or it's down by contact. I think. Yep. It looks like Cleveland beat Pittsburgh. I love it.
Can you believe this?
Hey, man. Hey.
Oh, no. 21-21.
Here I am putting the cart before the horse. We're in overtime. It's a tie. Yep. Wow. Okay. Well, whatever. It's not a loss. From 0-16 last year to at least 0-1 now.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, God, I hate ties. I hate ties so much in the NFL.
Oh, killed him. Cam Newton is almost going to have to
blowed up.
Man, they're going to have to make funeral arrangements for this guy. Man, they came in through the pocket, blitz right up the middle. Sean Lee, the general.
Sean Lee lays the wood. Woo.
Medieval, man. I'm telling you, that's nasty.
You ever watch back in the day, good old Jim Ross doing commentary for like WWF, WWE, any of that? Shouting, as God is my witness, he is broken in half. Always, it's so over the top, it's amazing.
Yes, indeed. Sean Lee is just
the
nasty,
general.
Vicious. Thank you for tuning in.
Here we are, 4th and 10. So Dallas D, hey, say what you want. They didn't get to our side of the field that time.
Right.
The Dallas D held its own.
And then on top of that, in the order for Carolina Panthers to move the ball on the Cowboys, they got to come up with those type of gadgets and gimmicks.
Absolutely.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Boy, I like that. Boy, I like that.
Absolutely. And you also remember, if not for the the DeMarcus Lawrence penalty on that first Carolina drive, it's another 3 and out. Your defense is sitting here with 2 drives, 2 3 and outs.
Which is extremely questionable too as well. Which
we could what?
Which I see right here. You know what I mean? That's really good for a 2.0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, indeed.
The people are listening, and we love them.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I really.
Is that the end of the first quarter?
Man. No. Well,
we had like a minute left. It might be the end of the first quarter. If so, I need to be setting up.
I thought it was already the beginning of the second quarter.
Did I miss my best window?
Yes, you missed your best window at that time.
Let me see. I'm so sucked into every single play, I missed the time.
Daniel, thank you for tuning in too as well. Hey, it is what it is, man. The box is so small when they do it like that.
Yeah.
This is what I do right here.
Well, I don't want to have any more strain than I have to on the system.
Yes, indeed.
So yes, here we are in the second quarter. Let me see if I'm going to mute my mic, see if I can make the fix while we're still streaming, and if I can't, then I'm going to make the switch, and we're going to have to restart the stream indeed. at least for Facebook.
Yes, I think you can. I have strong faith. I have strong faith in you, DDP. I think you can make it happen one way or another. Thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, please tell me you saw Woods now over there on the O-line. Yeah, I did see that rock and plenish, man. I really appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share this content. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I thank everybody for tuning in. We're here live, too, as well on Phantom. We also are we on Silver and Blue Nation. Big Game James page as well. Law Nations. Hey, that's my station. You guys know where I'm at. Don't forget, hit that like button. Share this content. And also subscribe. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. All right, so what we have here, Richard from the Law Nations Facebook page. Haven't we seen the clapper yet? Must have been his hands in his pocket. Hey, now, wait a minute. Would you rather for him to clap or would you rather for him to have his hands in his pocket? Hey, it's still too soon. Right now, although it's the second quarter, 0-0, I kind of like this defense. I like this defensive play on both sides of the ball. I like this. It's a defensive game at this point. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Punt ball. Let's see. Let's be respectful of the ball. Good punt. Good catch by Cole Beasley. The ball is at looks like the 15-yard. Let's see if we can methodically move this ball down the field. We need to see Ezekiel Elliott at this time. Remember, the third quarter is Ezekiel Elliott quarter anyway. We're going to get this thing going one way or another.
Check this out. We got LaShonda Nelson there at the game. Mm-hmm. She's saying she's at the game. Defense looks good, but offense looks dry. Nothing downfield at all. Keekly having a game. Hey, that's what's up. She's there at the game, and she is
Yeah.
still active in our chat. That's a good listener right there.
Yes, indeed. That is a good listener right there. So we finna get this thing going. I formation. Got your mic on? Yes,
Yeah, my mic is on. Dak gets sacked there deep in the backfield.
By number 54.
So if you're watching on Facebook, hang on for just a sec. There's going to be a brief shut-off in the stream. We're still live on YouTube. We're going to jump back on, though. Hang tight.
Yes, indeed. I really thank all y'all for still being in part of the loop. All right, so good play by number 54. What is it that? I think his name is Shaq Thompson. A very aggressive linebacker who covered well out in space and got range. So he was able to get the sack on Dak Prescott. It was his first sack of the year, Shaq Thompson. Not bad at all. So right now it's 2nd and 17. We're pretty much in our we're in danger zone right now. Come on, Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, he managed to get the ball up the field, I think about 5 or 6 yards off of this particular play. Yes. 3rd and 11, guys. I don't think that Jason Garrett got a playbook, a play for this play right here at all. I don't think that he's able. Do you think he can I forgot you over there doing your thing over there. I don't think Jason Garrett is going to be able to pull out something. It's 3rd and 11. Let's see what Scott Linehan and Jason Garrett come up with on this particular play. I think we still should play it safe, run the ball up the seam, punt the ball away, may live to play another day. That's what I'm saying. Shotgun formation, pro set out of the shotgun, little string pass. It's picked off. Yeah, it's almost picked off. 4th and long. It was a dangerous pass. Passed up into like double and triple team. Yes, indeed, man. It's crazy, man, altogether. It is crazy. We need to push the ball down the field. At some point, on both sides, these teams are going to have to take a ball and pass the ball deep down the field. At some point, one way or another, they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to push this ball down the field. In order to win this game, it's really going to go down to who can make the biggest play at the biggest moment. And right now, our offense looks very stagnant. All right. Almost fumbled. And wrestle down. It looks like a 30 to 40 yard off of that punt return. And it looks like number 18. Nice run up the middle. 41 yard off the punt return. It looks like we're in trouble, guys. It looks like we're in trouble. We will see one way or another, but it looks like we're in trouble. Yes, indeed. Good run up the seam on that, off that punt return. 41 yards. 41 yards. Yes, indeed.
Hope I got the right thing.
Yes.
We're about to have this going live, though. We'll be good again on Facebook.
All right, no worries, no worries. All right. Almost there. Looked like a power run up the middle. 6 yards off of that carry. It looks like the Panthers are in danger of scoring again off of this play. Looks like they are in danger of scoring.
Keekly in the locker room, no word.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly looks like he's in the locker room. No word for right now what his conditionings are right now, but it seems like the.
What was I saying? What was I saying?
Yeah, it's one of those things. DDP, man, he brought up the fact that Luke Kuechly is in the locker room right now. So we're going to have to figure out how can we exploit that the Carolina Panthers on that particular play. Nice block. I think they got about 2 yards off of their run. The Panthers look like they are ready to at least put some type of points on the board right now.
While I'm pulling this up, I'll just say we knew this was going to be a low-scoring game. We knew that from the whole perspective, or at least that was any prediction I had. I don't know. I think you might have been a little more bold.
28 to 14.
Okay. Yeah. My thinking this whole time has been that we were probably going to be looking at something along the lines of 19-17 or 19-13, something like that. So we'll see. But right now it's off to a slow start for sure.
Yes, extremely slow start right now. They look like they called timeout. 3rd and 2. They was in shotgun formation. Cam look like he knowing what he's doing at this point right now. Cam look like he's ready. We'll see. We will see. I'll be surprised I would not be surprised if Cam Newton don't take this thing in for himself. It seems like they've been benefiting with running the ball with Cam Newton, and it looks like that's what they're going to try to do, run the ball with Cam. This is Dallas fans saying that Prescott can't throw. Adam Perez says Greg is in the locker room. Okay. Big trouble from Eric K. Thank you for tuning in, too, as well. Thank you all for being part of the nation. Thank you, guys, for tuning in as well. As we try to read your comments, it's always a pleasure. Big trouble. Let me know what you guys thinking about on this team, man. Is the fact that we're not pushing the ball down the field is a major issue? Do you feel is that the problem? Or the fact that we're not running the ball adequate enough? I told you guys, when you're not having the guys, when you rest your starters, they're going to look slow like this coming off the gates. Hopefully, they can man and get everything going in the right direction, hopefully down the line. Yes, indeed. We almost finna go. Right, no worries.
Trying to work around it.
Yes, no worries. It's always good for the workaround. Let's see what we got. Scott Lanahan needs to be fired from my guy Wiggle Bell. I mean, the creativity just not there. If they do one more screen pass into the flats, I'm gonna actually
we're back.
Grow gray hair in my beard. That's what I'm gonna do.
We are back on Facebook, and now we are hitting all kinds of extra pages. We got Law Nation, Dallas Prospect, Henry's Tavern, Plano. At least I hope I hit the Plano one. Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James, Dallas Cowboys, America's Team, Dallas Cowboys Reports, Origin Texas, and the Dallas Cowboys Really Real fan page.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. The really real fan page.
Yep, that's how we do.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
Thank you for those of you watching on Facebook. I know we had a blip for Facebook. Had to fix a minor issue there, but that's good. If you're on YouTube, hey, we didn't have any blip. You knew what was up. We stayed with you the whole way.
Right,
Not out of any favoritism. That was just kind of how it worked. 3rd and 2. Here we are. Shotgun for Carolina. McCaffrey lined up in the backfield next to Cam.
Yes,
Cam's going to drop back pass.
Almost
Funchess. That was a catch. That was more. Sorry, that was more. No, that's right.
Right.
More is 12. I saw it wasn't 17 and forgot for a sec.
Right. Nice play, though. Nice play at all.
That was a hell of a play, man. He's falling down on his butt, rolling away. Look at this. Anthony Brown nearly makes a breakup on the play.
But no cigar by Anthony Brown.
Isn't that kind of like the story of his last season as well?
Yeah, get there close enough, but don't get enough there. If you'd have got there just a hair closer, he would at least jar the ball out or made some type of contact.
That's why they call it a game of inches.
Yes, indeed.
Going deep over the middle.
Picked off.
Oh, Jeff Heath.
Jeff Heath, close, but no cigar too as well.
Jeff Heath, man, have to come down with that. Let me do the roll call here on the Prospect YouTube. DJ Chew, Will Evans in the house. Hirsch Patel, Kent Ketchum still holding down the fort. Slurm Slum 2110 Hood says WTF. I'm not going to say the actual thing.
Right.
And we got Stevie Mac 23 in the house.
Appreciate you.
Stevie Mac says, I've seen more creativity from kindergarten classes than Linehan's play calling.
Give Linehan some Crayolas then. Nice run up the middle.
There's the big run up the middle from McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
So that's when this is going to get dangerous, is if you start letting their backs break on you, Cam's going to have all day.
Yes,
up until
indeed.
now, it's only been a matter of what Cam himself could do, and the backs hadn't done anything till now. So if this is going to turn now, this is big trouble for the Dallas D.
Huge trouble for the Dallas defense at this point. It seems like they're wearing them down up across
Christian
the middle.
McCaffrey bounces off Sean Lee and goes for another 5 yards. Lee falls down, McCaffrey keeps going. That's not what you want to see.
No, that's not exactly what we intended on at all. All right. It looks like it's about to be.
Okay, good trip up. That looked like it was going to be 7.
It's this 3rd and goal right now at this point. They are in territory of scoring right now.
Washington jumping out to a 14-0 lead.
Is that AD?
That's AD. That's AD.
Hayden Peterson for the Redskins scored.
Don't worry, it'll be like last year. He'll have 2 or 3 good games to start, and then he'll be average by the rest of the year. Tyrone Crawford coming off limping a little bit.
Yeah. Yes,
Might
indeed.
just be gassed.
Like they spread it out, man. This is
Second and
something
goal.
special with the Carolina Panthers when they spread their offense out like this.
Yeah.
It forces the defense to spread out.
Yep.
The RPO,
And that's exactly why. All right, Cam Newton touchdown. Carolina jumps out to a 7-0.
Before we even started. And he's dancing. He's galloping in the end zone.
Yep. So
it is crazy. And he does the Superman dance.
Of course.
Yes, indeed. 7-0.
That's his signature celebration.
Cam Newton just, and then he's going to give a bracelet to somebody that's in the stands.
It's his wristband. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's an extra souvenir for the kid. So, yeah, like you just said, right on cue. They spread you out wide in the red zone. Cam's big enough. They trust him to go. DeMarcus Lawrence bit hard on the running back carry there. Look at this. Falls all the way in, and then Cam just walks it in.
See, now, what teams got to fail to realize, what teams must know, is that the Carolina Panthers are used to playing against Chris Richard's pretty much secondary. They used to playing against them, if you think about it, collectively.
In what degree? I mean, it's another NFC team, but it's Seattle versus Carolina. And
yeah.
That's not a historic matchup, really, is it?
Well, I'm talking about did they have to play them in the playoffs several times?
I think you're right. I do think they had a couple matchups in the playoffs, now that I think about it.
Man. In general, what I'm saying is that continuity and similarity is somewhere you can say to yourself, okay, this is what defense are trying to do, and this is what we need to do to take away what they're trying to do.
Right.
And I think that this is what's benefiting them in the aspect of saying, okay, we know for sure that they like to fly out to the ball. We give some misdirection plays. We know that our offensive line is porous. What creative activity that we can do that can have this team
I agree.
In disarray. Yeah.
To me, so far, the story of this game, from a defensive standpoint for Dallas, is pure and simple capitalizing on opportunities. Because we see Dallas fail to get off the field at first. Now, they make up for it at the end of that drive.
Right.
But because of a penalty, they extend the drive, and then they get jeopardized. And really, it takes a really good, fortunate break for Dallas for that to turn in their favor. But then here, Jeff Heath misses that interception opportunity. Just a couple plays later, Cam Newton walks into the end zone.
Yes, indeed, he does. Walks right into the end zone.
Yeah, we're at the mercy of the hot spot.
Yes, indeed. So,
actually, you know what? That's your connection you have over. You're over the Ethernet. We're running hotspot for the stream, but I think even the stream's having a little degree of that as well.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if I can jump over to the Law Nation's Facebook page. Do we have anybody on that channel? Let me see what we got here. Yes, indeed, man. So it's one of those things, man.
Still looking all right on the stream.
Still looking good. That's what I'm talking about. Thank y'all all for tuning in.
I think it's just your connection for whatever reason, the direct connection.
I'm sitting there looking like, whoa, what's going on? My direct
connection. You're running on the same system that literally everyone, their point of sale is on it, and I'm sure anyone who knows the Wi-Fi for that connection. That's why we have our special connection over here for the stream. Although I don't think it's perfect by any means either. It's just more exclusive.
Exclusive. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's see if I can do to help out this internet.
4-yard touchdown from Cam Newton. 55th career rushing touchdown, most all time for a Carolina quarterback.
That's a lot of touchdown for Cam.
Yes, it is. And in the last 3 years and now one game, Cam Newton has 22 rushing touchdowns. So he will get it done in that regard. All right, here's the kickoff back to Dallas. Looks like we got a touchback. Dallas has to answer. Even if it's just a field goal, you got to answer that. Can't keep lingering. So here's the play right here for Olsen. Now Olsen 2 into the back.
More patrician, man.
Oh, ankle. It's not even his back.
They called that play, though.
Yeah. Right. So it's not Kuechly, but it is one of their premier receivers at this point. All right, what you got, Scott Linehan, and to a lesser degree, Dak? Got a jet sweep for Tavon, sniffed out. Gain of maybe 1. Yep, 2nd and 9. Yeah, this is what the fear was for Dallas. Is you fall behind, you lose some confidence in that run game because you don't have your normal parts there, and without that confidence, you're at the mercy of what your passing game can do, and that's not Dallas' strong suit. They don't beat you with the pass. They'll complement the run with the pass. Dallas has averaged 1 yard on first down this game compared to 5.7 for Carolina. Dak sacked. 3-yard sack. So the Carolina defensive line is flexing right now, and Dallas looks helpless to stop it, which is not good. That was Short who got him there. It's not showing live? Let me check.
All right, well, we're going to try to figure out what we can do, man. It is now 3rd and 11 again. Somehow, some way, they got to push this ball down the field, one way or another. 3 seconds before the ball is snapped out, and he pushes the ball down the field too low. Power bat, pass it at the knees.
First time I've seen Allen Hurns even targeted.
At the knees of Allen Hurns.
I don't even know if that's knees. That's like your shoestrings.
Well, at the shoelaces.
Ari Timken jumping in on the Phantom page says they've dialed up more pressure than usual, but they're not getting after Cam. Yeah, I mean they are trying, but they're not beating their guys, and it's a weak offensive line they're matching up with, so that's not acceptable.
Right. Wow.
He crossed
I don't
it
know
through
why
his legs.
Hurns initiated the contact on that particular drive.
I don't know.
Hurns should have just ran and planted his foot and then turned. But
Well, that's
Dak
timing.
Prescott
That's
needs to
timing
have
based
that ball.
too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe Dak is feeling a little anxious after getting sacked a couple times, and he threw early.
Oh, creamed him. Was that LP Lattiser?
That is Lattiser trying to force the strip.
I see LP Lattiser out there.
One of two 30-year-olds on the team.
That's the first man saying LP going down there making the tackle off a kickoff, punt return. All right, so it's one of those things, man. It's looking grim right now. It's looking grim. This offense is stagnant. I was talking about the Philadelphia Eagles offense and the Atlanta Falcons offense. They didn't look this stagnant, though.
No, they didn't. They didn't by any means. So let me see here. You said we weren't showing live on the Law Nation page. Did we check the other pages? Obviously, we got Phantom going.
Yeah, let's make sure that we are live everywhere. EBSN a lot. Well,
I mean, we should be. Not EBSN.
Not EBSN, but
I updated the other ones.
Big
We
Game
should be live on multiple platforms for Facebook as well.
That's good.
That's not us. That's a different thing that's live.
Yes, indeed. So one way or another.
Keep tinkering.
This is total crazy, man. How this
Shout out
offense
G.
looks
Garcia.
so stagnant.
G. Garcia, always
yes,
giving a little
thank you
salute.
for tuning in. Salute.
Prospects live.
Yes, indeed. Let's go around. I guess you can just share it to the page. That'll work.
Yeah, let's do that. That way we don't have to interrupt the stream again.
Yes, indeed. All right. Allah from the YouTube page.
Oh, you know what? You got to share it, though, because I don't have that rights anymore.
Okay,
Remember?
no worries.
See, that's all I got.
Okay.
So Law's going to share that on his page, on the Law Nation page. Let me try and check what's going on with Silver and Blue as well. I want to make sure we've got as much accessibility as we should, because I ran through that whole setup. Shout out to those of you watching on Facebook. All the lovelies out there. Let's see.
Yeah, we are in a.
I'm not seeing it on theirs either. That's weird, man.
On what channel?
Silver and Blue. I wonder if it's a rights-based thing, because I know I clicked it. It might have been a mess-up we made where I don't have access to run live or something on that. If so, it only appears to be those two pages. So we'll try and get that rectified if we can during. Let's see. Jeremy Mandel says Dak is horrible. I think part of what we're seeing right now, the Dallas O-line is getting beat. They're getting pressure on Dak. Yes, Dak is missing throws, and that's not acceptable. He's not having a good game. But no one on Dallas is having a good game. Zeke's not having a good game. That's not Dak. So it's all a symbiotic kind of relationship. You got to play and work off of each other. And if you're not getting it done in one area, it's going to put more strain on another area. And if everyone is under pressure, then it's going to make the whole thing run less efficiently.
It's like a trickle-down effect, you know. If one, it's a conundrum, basically. You know.
It's a conundrum wrapped inside of an enigma, wrapped inside of a illustrious question.
Yes, indeed. Come on now.
Greg Olsen is out for the rest of the game versus Dallas with a foot injury.
Wait, what happened now?
Greg Olsen out for the rest of the game, foot injury.
The world open.
It's only about a 3-yard gain, though.
A 3-yard play?
Well,
okay,
no, that's not
good.
true. It was 1st and 15, so it's 7. So, yes, good valid question.
Wait a minute. That ball looked like it traveled more than 3 yards.
Yeah. I just saw where the first down marker was in retrospect.
Uh-huh. All right, so they at least got 2nd and 8 or 2nd and 7, right?
Yeah. Let's see. What is your ruling? We already got people here saying it's time to bring back Dez. Do you think Dez changes anything we're seeing on the field right now?
I think that they changes the way the team will load up into that box. I think that you still have to respect number 88. You still have to do that.
Cam, hey, they were ready for him that time.
Ready for him that play.
Jeff Heath makes a play.
So it looked like they're saying to themselves, okay, Dak Prescott, the running game, you guys going to have to beat us into the inside in order for this thing to happen. That's how they're looking like as you look at this team.
Yep.
One-on-one matchups on the outside, single high safety. Hey, beat me. That's what they're saying. Beat me on the one-on-one on the outside. Can you trust, beating that safety on their edges too as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dez, if he was here, he might call for some more pressure. I don't think it changes anything we're seeing, though. Wow. Okay, incomplete. So Dallas gets off the field again, 4th and 7.
4th and 7.
Good job by Dallas. Dallas's D, man, they're doing something.
And
like, I know they gave up a touchdown, but they've stopped 3 pretty promising drives at one point for Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have the threat of the pass.
Yeah.
One way or another, you got to attempt to throw the ball down the field. And off of that play, what Cam Newton did, regardless of whether or not that pass was connected or not, it keeps the defense honest. By him passing that ball deep to number 17, it made everybody say, okay, this play is still a possibility. At some point, the Cowboys got to do the exact same thing.
All right, here we are. Return man should be Tavon. Tavon, fair catch.
Yeah. I'm about to say Kayvon Frazier. Wait a minute, hold on.
Huh?
Tavon,
not Kayvon.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
No.
Oh, buddy. 7-0, Cowboys down. Let's see what they can do off of this particular drive. Let's see what they can do.
Dallas definitely needs to get something going. They cannot keep dragging their feet like they have been.
Yes, indeed. Good cover, say prime time. Thank you all for tuning in. Search for the boys. Live game there. This is Eva XO. Can we get a new coach? This is from Neary on the YouTube page, as well as Shady Back.
Shout out Chris Glasgow.
Yes, indeed. Glasgow, thank you for tuning in. Michael Powell, thank you for tuning in too as well. Thank all of you all for tuning in. Although we getting beat right now, we're going to have to figure out a way to up this thing up.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure it out because they are in such a bad spot right now regarding their ability to move the ball. Like, they're not getting, like, they have 1 first down on a slant. That's it.
Right.
A Cole Beasley slant is all we've seen. Other than that, they've been nothing. And here's the thing, man. Carolina's got a good defensive front. Their secondary is not that good. It's okay. It's not a great secondary. It's not a total defense beating you right now. It's 3 guys up front and Luke Kuechly.
I think that, and this is just me honestly speaking to you all down there that's in the chat box and those who are watching the show. Honestly, I think that you cannot establish the run running out of shotgun. You can't do it. I don't know why the Cowboys are trying. You got to establish the run by lining up in your traditional sets. Run the ball, even if it's a 3 and out. That would at least have the defense saying to themselves, it'll wear them out, tire them down. You got to figure out a way, Cowboys Nation, Coach Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan, to run the ball, establish the run that way. You can't establish the run out of shotgun.
No, Dallas has looked thus far for a lot of screens, and I get the thinking, right? Get the ball out quick, and try and make something happen. But Carolina is ready for the screens. They're exploding to the ball, and they're taking down Dallas receivers, running backs, whoever you're throwing to. They're chopping them down 1-2 yards, sometimes behind the line of scrimmage, and all the guy can do is fall forward to make it not a negative play or get back to the line of scrimmage. That's never going to cut it. You got to be willing to go downfield, even if it's just like the slant Cole Beasley ran. They tried, Gallup drew a penalty at one point doing a slant as well. That's where you got to move. You have to move forward, not side to side against this defense.
Right, empty formation. Slant play again.
That one's to Gallup.
Gallup
with the roll and catch.
There your boy goes. Coach Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
He giving the thumb up. I don't know if he drew that play or called that play, but come on. It's
solid 9-yard gain there on first down. Like I said, before this, they were averaging 1 yard on first down in the game. You're never going to win if you're averaging 1 yard on first down.
But at this point, they still need to run the ball. I think that they can run this thing in, get the first down, and establish something.
You got to get Zeke going because Zeke has been an afterthought in this game after the first half of the first quarter.
Step up through his throw.
Passes up. Okay. You know what I like about that play?
It looked like old reliable for a second. I thought I was saying, wait a minute, Jason Witten came back.
No. What I like about that play is Dak he set his feet and he drove the ball forward.
Yeah.
He didn't lob it. He didn't toss it. He drove that forward. And that's what I like to see. That's when you feel like he's got confidence, when he's settling down like, okay, I haven't been my best yet. I've been missing throws. I need to settle myself down, get my feet set, and drive off of my back foot. That's when you're going to see Dak actually be able to move the ball downfield. Hand off Zeke.
Yes,
he's just going into a swarm, man.
Yes,
that's maybe a 3-yard gain. Yep, 3-yard gain on first down. I guess it helps that average at least.
Yes, indeed. Let me see if I can get this thing going right here. There we go. All right, so what's down and out? This now I had to share it over here to the Law Nation.
2nd and 7 right now.
0 to 7.
Dallas at the 36.
2nd and 7.
Its own 36.
All right, shotgun formation again. Ezekiel Elliott on the left hip of the pocket of Dak Prescott.
Check
rollout
down
play.
for Swaim.
This is about the fourth time that they did the rollout play. If they roll out this play one more time, I'm going to go crazy. Yeah. Come on.
Anthony Botting saying they're not using Zeke properly. I agree.
Yes, indeed. They is not even trying to use Ezekiel.
No. I mean, here's the thing. They're using him in his traditional way.
Right.
They don't have the center of their line. The center of their line is not going to win this battle against Carolina's defensive front.
Right.
They're not without Travis Frederick and not with the rookie in there and Connor Williams. I think Connor Williams will be very good.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's your day one starter at that spot. But he's not going to win this particular matchup.
Empty formation, one-on-one on the outside.
3rd and 7.
3rd and long. Dak
he's going to run
it on in. Deep pass. Paul was
throws it short.
Just a little too low for him.
Yeah, that's way short, man. That's
if targeting the shoelaces was the name of the game, Dak Prescott would be winning.
Yeah.
He hit that guy right on the shoelace.
He throws for Blake Jarwin, throws about 20 yards downfield. Jarwin has to stop and wait on the ball.
Oh, man.
Watch him. He stops, and then he has to get down and try and reach for it. That's a piss-poor throw by Dak.
Yeah, it was a piss-poor throw.
That's never gonna convert. So 4th and 7, out comes Chris Jones.
And Jarwin did get the separation. He was wide open off of
This is one of those cases where I say criticism of Dak is absolutely justified because that's you got to make that throw. I don't care who you are. If you're a quarterback in the NFL, you have to be able to make that throw because Jarwin, wide open. You lead him, he's going 20 more yards.
Now, I don't know if that play was a comeback or it was a vertical seam straight up.
Unless Jarwin ran the wrong route, the impression is that it was a really, really bad throw.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what was called on that play, but it looks like he was wide open. He had nobody but space and opportunity. Those were the things that he had on that play. All right, so it was a flag on the kickoff return, punt return.
Penalty on Dallas on the punt.
It's
running
Anthony
out of bounds.
Anthony Brown. 15
yards. So can someone tell me why we still have Anthony Brown?
Wait a minute. He was forced
Push
out of
bounds. Then he just runs.
He got to
You got to get back in field, man. You got to get straight back in field.
Well, he did make the attempt to get back in field.
He runs about 15 yards down the field before he gets in bounds.
That's a fickle play, man. That's a fickle call.
So,
but look at the play right here. They're evaluating the play. Look, the safety. The guy actually bit into the inside. So
and we're going to do the slow-mo close-up of Dak going, shucks, I missed it. That was a miss.
That was a missed opportunity.
That was absolutely a miss.
That would have put Blake Jarwin on the map if he'd have caught that ball, man. But it was impossible for him to catch that ball right at the shoelaces.
Yeah, no, and, you know, honestly, him flipping the ball up in the air, that was more dangerous than anything. The guy got to him at that point. He might have been making that a pick inside, you know, at midfield, basically.
Yes, indeed.
Big run here.
Run. Number 20.
C.J. Anderson.
Ooh.
It's an 8-yard, 9-yard run. No,
Boy,
8 yards on first down. 7 yards, all right.
Bounce it out
I'll
to the
take your
outside.
word for it. You have the line, I don't.
No, this is the thing. This is the thing. We can see right now, and I'm just saying, if this is a chess match between Norv Turner versus Scott Linehan, Norv Turner won this match.
Yeah.
Norv Turner won this match.
Yeah, through one half of football, Norv Turner is owning him.
He's utilizing every aspect of his offense. Now they're doing power rush run up the middle, and they are taking it to the Cowboys and hit the 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
2-minute warning. Here we go.
Power. 7-0. Cowboys are behind right now. It is total pandemonium right now.
So, for Dallas to win this game, I said that they were going to have to be able to create a turnover on defense, that they were going to have to either intercept a pass and return it into the red zone, the Carolina 20, or turn the ball over somewhere deep in their territory anyway, return something, whatever. You have to win in defense and special teams. I said they would need either a score or a pitch-perfect setup. And thus far, we are not seeing that. This looks very much like last year's bend, don't break.
Yeah, but the defense doing their side of the deal as it relates to aggressively fighting towards the ball, flying upfield. They're doing that part of the deal. It's just like you said, the offense, stagnant. The offense looks very stagnant. And they're not establishing nothing at this point. They didn't establish the run, and then they don't even have your little dumps and dink plays that you need to have also to even get that continuity and rapport down the field.
I'm looking at the pressure they're getting on Cam, and that's where I feel like the defense is really missing out. Again, Carolina has not a good offensive line in front of them.
Right.
And I get it. You're not going to have high sack totals against Cam because Cam is going to he's good enough. He's going to run if he sees you coming, and it's really hard to get a lot of sacks against him. But you can still minimize him and limit the damage he does, and they're not able to do that right now. Right now, he is getting anything he wants. They're not getting the pressure on him. Keeping contain's good, but you still want to get pressure on the contain.
Yeah, true that. And somehow, some way, they're going to have to figure that out. This we got 2 minutes before this third quarter comes to play. They're going to have to figure out something. They're going to have to figure out something in order to win this game.
Yep, the offense is going to have to figure it out. The defense is doing an adequate job. I mean, they've held them to 7 nearly at halftime. That's a nice start. But at the same time, that's nice, but unless you can create turnovers, you still got to have an offense that can take it the rest of the way. So if the offense isn't going to step up, the defense has to be able to go, okay, this is our game. We're doing this.
True that.
We got to be like the, what was it, the 05 Bears. You got to be able to say, like.
And they're no near close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to act as if Rex Grossman is your quarterback out there. And you're like, oh, you know what? I don't care if he's going to throw 4 interceptions.
Right.
We're going to get 3 defensive touchdowns and a kickoff return, and we're going to win this game.
Right. So right now is the moment. Let's see what they do.
Hey, right there, though, that was pressure.
Pressure. Oh, come on.
Come on, Sean Lee.
Oh, football! Basketball, football. Let's see if the Cowboys.
I think
the Cowboys
Carolina
really need this break, but I think
Carolina got
really
back
need this
on
break.
it.
But yeah, they got a chance to get back on the ball.
So Sean Lee,
was close.
Brilliant pressure there by Dallas. Sean Lee hits Who was it he hit? It was 13 again. It was Wright.
Right.
He makes a good hit, but he doesn't wrestle him down. The guy slips away.
Slippery like a BB.
The guy then goes 5 or 6 more yards for a first down. We force a fumble, and then we can't get there. Hey, that's Cheeto forcing the fumble, though.
Awuzie forced the fumble, although the Cowboys were not able to fall on the ball. Close opportunities.
Same guy got it back, right.
The same guy got it back. So remember, guys, remember. This defense going to have to win game 1 and game 2 before this offense.
But see, that's what I was saying they need, too.
Yeah.
I said you got to get defensive stops. You got to take it away. Randy Gregory on the side getting looked at.
Yeah, he's going to probably need an IV after.
Hey, man, this is probably his last career game, so let's just play him out there every snap.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. They're going to have to figure out something.
Yeah.
They're going to have to figure out something far as I'm talking about this defense.
Yes.
Defense is going to have to figure out some way, somehow, to get these turnovers because the offense, like I said, all through the preseason, that the offense is going to have to need plays out there. That's when you rest your starters, you really don't have that poise, the continuity that you can develop game 1. You just don't have it. You're going to have to come around game 3, game 4, etc. But you play the game of trying to rest your starters, play safety.
Gregory is who blew up that play. That play was supposed to go the other way, and Gregory blew it up.
Oh, wow.
Then he took a hard hit there with D-Law.
Good play by Gregory, getting around.
So that's a shame, dude. That's another one of those things you look at and you're like, this is what he could have brought to the table.
Yeah.
It could be one of those great what-ifs.
What if, what if, what if? All right, 1st and 10, Carolina football. They're on their 40.
Yeah, they're on our 40.
Well, our 40, I meant to say.
Our 39.
Yeah.
Cam drops back all day.
Deep pass.
Good thing he overthrew him. That's where
he had to be Stretch Armstrong to catch
kept him in the pocket, though.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He's 58% last year, 68% this preseason, so much better than the preseason, but it's preseason.
Right.
So, yeah, keep him in the pocket. Keep him contained. You still want to close in on him, but you don't bull rush him. Yeah, Gregory's going back to the locker room.
Gregory
you don't bull rush
limping.
him. You don't. Oh, sorry, the injury tent, which is a weird thing, I think. But, yeah, you don't bull rush him and just go all out.
Right.
You keep contained, but you still close in.
Shotgun formation.
Gregory and D-Law did that last play, and that's why they blew it up for a moment. Dallas should have had a chance to make a play there.
McCaffrey on the left hip of the quarterback. RPO, fake handoff.
Over the top, wide open.
Oh, nice draw up on that play. 13 yards off of that play, it seems.
Yep.
Number 11, Smith. He's able to catch that ball and move the ball down the field. It looks like the Carolina Panthers are in threat of scoring again.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like they're rolling. They're rumbling and rolling.
I need my drop
formation.
I need my drop machine.
Wide open again in the middle of the field.
Need my drop machine.
Yeah.
Scott Linehan sucks. Yup.
The middle of the field
Cowboys
is wide
defense
open.
getting turnovers? Nope.
Now, when you're playing cover 2 defense, the middle seam routes, that's going to be open on that particular plays. You got to have your linebacker to be able to cover out in space on those drives. Still shotgun formation. RPO is at threat.
Over the middle, got it. Broke it up. All right.
They did the exact same play 3 times in a row. They said, okay, how can
There's
you
a flag.
defeat our slant rights across the middle? Face mask.
Good.
Face mask on the offense.
That's what I like. You hear face mask and you're just like, dang it.
Right.
Rarely that they call it on the offense.
Yes,
Let's see. Yeah, right there. He's got Anton Woods. Ross. I keep saying Woods. What number is Woods?
Ross is showing up this game.
Is it 92 and 93? Is that why I'm getting confused? They're like one digit off.
Right. Whether jersey folds.
Yep.
It seems as if, though, they're the same person. Khalil, I thought that he was not even playing today, but he's out there. He's doing his thing, number 67 for the Carolina Panthers. All right, shotgun formation.
Is it time for the Rico show?
Yeah, probably
Get some vertical threat on the field. Hey, that was sniffed out, but then you got to make the play.
Like McCaffrey is McCaffrey. McCaffrey is McCaffrey. And it was sniffed out, but
was that Sean Lee he
missed
beat?
him. He beat Sean Lee.
Sean Lee's not having a good game. He has missed 3 tackles where he got there, but he didn't make the play.
Man.
Watch this. Sean Lee sniffs it out.
Or that was LVE.
No, that's not LVE. That's Sean Lee.
Come on, man. LVE got on number 50 right now.
That is very ungeneral-like by Sean Lee.
Yeah, gave up a 16, 17-yard play. And Cam Newton,
Cam loves it, yeah.
Cam. He's smiling over there. Cam is having a good game.
Cam is having a good game. Carolina's doing pretty much what they want to do. It's only 7-0, but it feels like they're controlling it. You're good.
You good? Yeah.
No, you're good. You're behind it.
3rd and 3, man. It's like they were trying to attempt to score. Who had the ball first? I think the Cowboys, right?
Yeah, we started with the ball. So they could put us in a back-breaking spot if they score here and then start with the ball again. So here we are here, timeout.
Pandemonium. What are you feeling?
What am I feeling? I'm feeling anxious about this. This game has a chance to break open right now, and we're missing opportunities.
Yeah, and I hear a lot of people talking about Ezekiel Elliott not getting his opportunities, not having the ability to touch the ball. It's like parking a Lamborghini inside the garage, knowing that you have a monster of a car that you can roll with, ride with. They refuse to do that, and they drive in the Honda.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's written all over his face. It's just as I was speaking about Ezekiel Elliott. They putting out his stats right now. They got a picture of him right now. Ain't that something?
Yeah,
they're gonna have to figure out a way.
They're going to have to make some serious adjustments. And what's the one thing we have most criticized this coaching staff about?
Second half adjustment.
First down there for McCaffrey.
Nice play.
Anything they want. And now they're getting McCaffrey going.
They got him going. That
guy
first down,
right there. So we're going to be, what, 1st and goal now?
1st and goal.
No, 1st and 10. Not 1st and goal yet. Another timeout, Carolina, because he didn't quite get out of bounds. They had it to burn, though.
Second quarter, 29 seconds left on the clock.
Yep. And, yeah, just flipped it right over the top of Anthony Brown. Heath's making the cleanup tackles, but, man, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
We're not getting enough out of it.
And number 22 looked like Barry Sanders out there.
And, hey, you know, I kept citing, so he's got 50 total yards, 26 and 24. That's a dang good balance there with your running back.
26
so
yards
I kept
rushing,
citing,
24 yards receiving.
Yeah, 26 receiving, 24 rushing.
Oh, vice versa, right. Okay.
So I pointed out earlier that first drive, although Dallas did stop it eventually.
Right.
I pointed out how it was a matter of the defense missing an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Similar case here.
Oh,
similar case here. That fumble.
Well,
they should have had the ball.
Going to call it on number 90.
Tank jumped.
Yeah, Tank looked like he jumped. Yep, number 90. 5 yards closer to the goal line.
So, yeah, here we are at this point. We're looking at it, and Dallas had the opportunity to force that fumble. They did force the fumble. They just didn't get it. The opportunities have been there for the defense to get off the field.
Yeah.
But when they've gotten in trouble is when they have failed to do so. And Carolina, to their credit, there's not a sack.
Yo, Cam.
Hey, Jalen, though, took him down at least.
Jalen was able to get him down, but we thought we had a sack.
You should have had a sack, but Cam Newton is a grown man among boys most of the time. At least Jalen cleaned it up.
No huddle.
Jalen cleaned it up for no gain. That's at least something.
2nd and 5. Would that count as a sack?
Spikes the ball. So they're probably going to take their field goal.
Yeah, I'll set up for
they got a
right
timeout and 7 seconds. Take one shot as long as you throw it. I would say throw it to the – I mean, if you're going to throw it quick and throw it to the sideline or something like that.
I don't think that's the Carolina Panthers' strong suit right there. I think that they'll go ahead and take the 3 points, get the ball back on the second half. Right now, they'll put them at 10-0. I think that right now the Carolina Panthers looking at it that the Dallas Cowboys can barely move the ball on them.
That's a good point. There's no reason Dallas isn't pressuring them. Dallas hasn't gotten into Carolina territory yet.
Right. So not even in field goal.
So here comes Graham Gano for a 27-yard attempt. And it's good. 10-0 Carolina.
Good. 10-0. Cowboys are behind right now. But hey, Cowboys Nation, don't lose faith. Keep your head up. There's one way or another that they're going to have to make second half adjustments. And that we know for sure as a reservation that we had going into the season and all of last year that the second half adjustment was abysmal. So they're going to have to figure out something right now one way or another.
Hey, if you want a cheap silver lining, the last 2 seasons we opened with a loss were our better seasons.
Right. And hey, I would rather for us to, I'm not hate to say this, but I would rather for us to have it that way, one way.
Yeah. Sure.
But I mean, I'm greedy. I want us to win every game.
13-3 season, absolutely.
Yes, indeed. So right now, the victory of the first 2 quarters belongs to Cam Newton and his Carolina Panthers. So far, I think
Cameron Jerome Newton.
Wait a minute. There's 3 seconds left on the clock, so
they still would win even if we kick off return for a touchdown. They'd still have the lead. They win the half.
It's a swivel kick right here. That's what I would attempt to do right now. Swivel.
Kicked off short.
Graham Gano with the leg.
All
right. Well,
so
now this is what I don't want the Cowboys to do.
Just take the knee.
Just take the knee.
Just take the knee. Literally nothing to fight for.
Don't try to attempt to the Hail Mary at this point. We know that that is a horrible situation to try to do at this time. Just take the knee. Be ready for the second half. And,
so
if get things going in that direction.
So if you have, in our assessment so far, we know that Dak and the offense as a whole have not played well.
Take the knee.
But how do you feel about the prospect, and maybe this is a question for halftime after you get back, the prospect of if we do have to look at a new quarterback, if he flames out this year and it's like the last 8 games last year and we have to reassess, where do you think we look at that? Do you think we flame out bad enough this year that we have to think about a high pick? Or do you think it's something where we have to make do with like a mid to late first rounder and hope that we hit? Because you saw last year what happened. If you're not in that first 3-4, you're in trouble. That's where the quarterbacks go.
Well, I still say to it, as poor as Dak Prescott is looking right now, it's still too soon for me to even make any speculation. I think that the route that the Cowboys should go is to go out there and find a veteran quarterback. We saw Ryan Fitzpatrick just put up 40-plus points against the
4 touchdown passes.
4 touchdown passes. Not saying you go out there and get a Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I think that there are veteran quarterbacks out there that you could pluck and pick out there. I think Teddy Bridgewater would have been a strong enough push for the Cowboys to go out there and get a seasoned veteran
Bridgewater.
Guy.
Yeah. But we'll see. The true answer is it's literally one half of football, so it's too early to say.
Right.
But we'll see. So Law's going to step back here in a moment, and in the meantime, I'll be with you. And then when he gets back, I'll probably take my quick break, and we'll keep this thing happening.
One way or another. All right.
So, get in one of my earphones here so I can hear myself a little better. Let's see. It is loud around us, for sure. Oh, man. So, for Dallas here, let me pull up here. I want to take a look at some of the stats, how we're looking so far. Let me try and stay in frame for camera. For Dallas here, it has been a rough sledding. Dallas has yet to crack midfield, and I knew the offense was going to struggle a little bit. I had this as a low-scoring game. I admit I did not think that they would be this inept as far as getting down the field and really just being able to push the ball. I thought they would be at least a little better using Zeke and making something happen. But man, oh man, are we not seeing it. So here's an interesting stat here from Marcus Mosher I'm seeing this on Bleacher Report, but he posted it on Twitter. We had Dak's last 14 quarters. He's thrown 62 of 101 for 618 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 picks. That's a passer rating of 65.5. That's abysmal, man. That's never going to get it done. And if that's the dude, I mean, I've made every excuse in the world for the last 8 games of last year, having almost nothing of Tyron and Zeke on the field with him. Well, now he's got Tyron and Zeke this whole game, so he doesn't have that excuse right now. His numbers have been really bad. Todd Archer adds in, adding that the Cowboys have gone 3 straight games without a first-half touchdown dating back to last season. And, yeah, that's where it stands. Last year at Philadelphia, Week 17, they got some field goals but not touchdowns. So there is a troubling trend for the Cowboys that extends all the way back to last season. And I know everyone wants to lay everything at Dak's feet. I don't think you can, though. It's not just Dak. The problems go beyond that. There are problems with this team's offensive line right now. And we know, obviously, Travis Frederick, you can't plan for that. You can't do anything about that. But you might get him this season. You might not. He might be out for the year. I don't know. He could be back in 4 weeks. It's impossible to say right now. It just depends on how he progresses day to day, week to week until then. You got a rookie then in Connor Williams, who I think will be good. but you're going to have to go through some of these growing pains. He is, by NFL offensive lineman standards, a little undersized. And for those who want to say, well, yeah, but if you look at him in college, he gave up 1 sack in his entire career at left tackle at Texas. And that was ironically against Kansas's and now fellow Cowboy teammate Dorrance Armstrong in Armstrong's junior year. So I guess both their junior years. No, because Connor Williams was a 3-year player. Dorrance was a 4. So you have that. But the difference between Connor Williams, the great left tackle from college who's converted for the Cowboys, and like a Zach Martin. Zach Martin was a 4-year player at Notre Dame running a pro-style offense compared to the Big 12 spread attack, which does not convert and translate in the same way to live games. It just doesn't. So you're going to have to make adjustments for that. You're going to have to see what you can do, and you're going to have to basically, if you're Connor Williams, frankly, you're going to have to get stronger. You're going to have to work on your technique a little bit as well. He's got quick feet. He's got unreal athleticism. But you did see times in the preseason where he got pushed back into Dak Prescott's lap. And you got that problem now mixed in. If you've got that problem right now mixed in with everything else Dallas has going on, no Travis Frederick, then you're not going to get the same protection. And you're going up against a brutal defensive line for Carolina. It's a tough matchup for the offensive line to draw. And on the flip side of that, the whole point I tried to make and why I thought Dallas could do something this game was because I pointed to how bad Carolina's offensive line is right now with regard to its health and its overall situation. And unfortunately, Dallas has not been able to get consistent pressure on Cam Newton in that regard. And when they've gotten the pressure, they've not been able to close the deal. They should have had a sack on him in the red zone, and they simply failed to bring him down. Now, Jalen makes the stop for a no gain on the play, but it's still a situation where they missed an opportunity. You never know. You got 3-4 guys swarming to the ball. Somebody is going to have to bring the dude down, even if that dude is Cam Newton, even if it is that dude back there. So they're going to have to make adjustments. That's the simple truth of it. And last year, that was the worst thing about them. Where we differ in our opinion with, like, Voch Lombardi, for instance. Love Voch. I know he's, I don't want to say a Jason Garrett apologist, but much more in that vein. Excuse me. Much more in that vein. And as a result, what I point to is Garrett's lack of adjustments at half. Atlanta last year was a perfect example of that. And I think you're probably looking at a similar situation here. I don't know how you keep, if they don't make adjustments here and it keeps going the way it is, I don't know how you make excuses for this coaching staff.
Yeah,
this is a make or break year.
Yeah, you can always yell out player execution. You got to be able to execute. You got to be able to do this and that. But somehow, some way, you got to do something beyond just player execution. Coach got to coach. You got to figure out a way to get these guys open. You got to tell your player, hey, stop playing and making the safe passes and force the ball down the field. Somehow, one way or another, you got to force the ball down the field. You got to make the defense honest, and you got to feed the Ezekiel Elliott. You got to figure out a way to give him the ball.
You want to know how bad it's been for the offense, Law?
Right.
0 of 5 on third down, 60 total yards. Dak is 6 of 10 for 46 yards. The longest play is 11 yards.
Wow. Yeah, they're going to have to fix that up, man. They're going to have to tighten this up. Yeah, they're going to have to fix that up.
Turn the ball over, and even then, they had a couple times that they tried.
But, hey, as they say, no guts, no glory. You know, you got to figure out a way to throw it and launch that ball down the field. Even if it's a pick, at least the defense going to say, hey, we're going to have to spread out. And when they spread out, that's how Ezekiel Elliott can eat. That's the only way. That's the only way. You got to figure out that process. If not, then you're going to look stagnant, and you're going to lose this game with 3 to 6 points.
Carolina is 4 of 7 on third down, and they're They're 1 of 3 in the red zone. Dallas has not actually won a play in Carolina territory. Luke Kuechly, both teams, 6 tackles. Cam Newton is 11 for 102 yards passing and has 7 carries for 64 yards and a score. Zeke, 7 carries, 18 yards.
Yes, indeed.
That is the
Hey.
reality of what they're facing.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's not all on Dak.
Yes,
This
indeed.
kind of thing, you put a little bit on just a bad break of health. You
Yes,
gotta put
indeed.
some of it on the coaching staff.
You got to. You got to figure out some way. Yeah.
Trash right now.
You got to figure out a way. You just got to figure out a way. Game plan, one way or another, you got to figure out something. Yes, indeed. I think we're going to have Miss Jackie to come over and bless us with her thoughts of the second half. No, it's okay. All right, hold on for a quick second.
Go ahead and give me what you think about the first quarter.
Camera's right there. What are your thoughts on this?
Oh my God. Can we please wrap up Cam Newton? Can we please not shoestring tackle? I know we know better than what we're doing out there.
Yeah,
I know we know better than this. We cannot tackle this man up at the waist. We got to get him down at the feet, and then we need 2 people. What is our spy for Cam Newton when he's back there? We're letting McCaffrey get out on the edge and run. What's the interior blocking? Where are we? We know better than this, Cowboys.
Yep.
We know better than this. We can do better than this. What we're showing is like we didn't even prepare for this game.
Yeah.
Please don't call yourself the Hot Boys unless you do something to put it up that make it look like you're the Hot Boys. You're not the Hot Boys right now.
Agreed. No sacks yet for Dallas on the day. They have a couple, I think he has 10 tackles for loss, but even in those situations, Carolina's at least getting back to the line of scrimmage, so it's been minimal impact thus far for that defensive front.
We letting Zeke not getting any positive, no positive runs. Come on now, we can let Zeke, we can do better than this. In this second half, please show me that we're going to make some adjustments. Please show me we're going to make
That would
adjustments.
be a very good adjustment for Garrett to make, but we know this coaching staff last year was abysmal at that, so we have to hope for the best in that case.
I hope we can make adjustments and get out here and at least put punts on the board. Come on, Cowboy Nation, we can do better than this.
Let's go.
Yes.
Come on, man.
We can win. We can win. Come on, we can do it.
We can do it one way or another, right? Yes, indeed. That's the famous, and I'm talking about the famous Miss Jackson. Miss Jackie. Yes, Miss Jackie. Yeah. There you go.
It is going lovely.
Good.
Lovely.
What are you seeing so far in this game? What are your thoughts?
Well, I believe that the Cowboys going to have to throw the ball to win the game. You know, the running game is non-existent. So Dallas got to throw the ball. The defense missed a lot of tackles. They got to tackle better. You know, we can get to Cam, but we got to bring him down when we get to him.
Yeah.
You know, we got to bring him down. And so the defense playing a pretty good game, but they can play better. They can play better. And the Cowboys can come back and beat this team.
They're capable of it, but they're going to have to make some real adjustments, especially on the offensive end. You know, the defense, Cam Newton was a 58% passer last year. So you want to keep him contained in the pocket.
That's right.
And when they've done that, they've done pretty well. But it's when they let him get out and start moving, you know, getting downfield that they have problems because he's so big. He's bigger than our linebackers. So it's hard to bring him down if he gets going downfield. And, you know, that's the thing. He's got 110 yards passing, 64 rushing with a score. Meanwhile, you got Zeke with 7 carries for 18 yards and Dak 6 of 10 for 46.
Yeah, but, you know, the Cowboys need to do the same thing that Carolina's doing. They need to let Dak run. They need to they have plays designed where Dak can run the ball. They need to turn him loose. You got to turn them loose. Then they can come back and win this game.
Yeah, they absolutely have to do something. They got to get more creative. Carolina's going to start with the ball up 10-0, so this is going to be a really interesting challenge immediately for the defense. I think the defense needs to create 1 or 2 turnovers for Dallas to really climb back into this game.
Well, Cowboys going to have to open the game up offensively.
Yep. So it looks like we're ready to go here back on the second half. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it, man. Yes, indeed.
Open up.
Yes, indeed. We're back into this thing, man. Score 10-0.
10-0, Cam Newton taking the field again.
We got to figure out a way. Thank everybody for tuning in.
Yes, sir. We are live here at Henry's Tavern.
What's going on, man?
Live here at Henry's Tavern in Plano, Texas.
Yes,
We
indeed.
are talking Cowboys.
Indeed. And we're going to have to figure out something right now, man. Right now they are
Under center.
under center.
Back, check down to McCaffrey.
That check down to McCaffrey is everything. Ooh.
Yeah.
That check down, it was like, what, 12 yards off that play? McCaffrey is eating his lunch today.
When they turned it around last year,
Yeah.
it was when they got McCaffrey going in the offense.
Uh-huh.
They went on their 5-game stretch at the end of the season, made the playoffs and all of that. They can make things happen. And that was another one of my matchups I said to look for was Jalen versus McCaffrey. Right now, McCaffrey is having his way. So for
Yes, indeed.
Jalen being arrived, I have not seen a whole lot from him. He's made a couple plays, but
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of that underneath where McCaffrey is just taking
Yes, indeed. And here to bounce it up. Oh, DJ. They are looking like the 90s Cowboys. I'm not talking about the Carolina Panthers.
I don't recall Troy dropping back and being 6'5", 250 and running.
Oh, buddy. They are doing their thing.
One pass offense and their balance, yeah, I agree.
The balance is there, yeah. Yes, indeed. This is, what, second and 1 right now? It look like a false start. Hey,
Dallas
Cam.
looks like they're on the brink of imploding right now.
Right, total meltdown at this point. Looks like Cam is knowing how to use his call to get the guy to jump over. And right now, Jason Garrett is not clapping. At least he's not doing that, right?
Yeah, no. Right now, Jason's not clapping.
He got the mean, evil scowl on his
There it
face.
goes,
Woods,
The
99.
one time I didn't call his name is him making a negative play.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That
All right.
works. I tried to give him credit. He's like, nope, you're going to give me the bad call.
Yes, indeed.
Penalties, 7 penalties, 65 yards on Dallas so far.
Oh, wow.
And a half and a minute and a half at that.
It's crazy.
That's not going to get it done, man.
It's not going to get it done at all. All right.
It's a heavily penalized defense.
All right,
A lot of the
Cam.
plays they do otherwise.
It's almost picked off. If Sean, that Heath,
That's Heath.
I thought I was about to say Sean Lee. If he was going for the pick, he would have had that.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing right there. That's a pick 6 if he gets it.
Yeah.
Because McCaffrey's falling down. How many times have we seen Dallas with a chance to make a big play and it gets away from him?
Ooh, going right for the hit.
Heath is on the right side and the ball gets flipped to the left. So maybe
Right.
not an easy pick, certainly not a pick
Right,
six,
right.
but an opportunity all the same for Dallas to make something happen.
But don't the Cowboys need some type of momentum swing at this point? It's 2nd and 10 right now. It looks like Cam is back in shotgun. McCaffrey's on the right of his hip. And RPO, little screen pass, dump off pass. And it looks like it's down.
I like it. And that's
Kayvon, yeah. Kayvon, number 35, doing his thing.
Play. I like that.
Doing his magic out there.
Guys in the comments, let us know how well you can hear us and everything. It's gotten a little louder in here. I might
I know.
adjust the levels just a little bit. Let me know.
Right. Yes, indeed. And we are located, go ahead and tell them where we're located at for those.
Located in Plano, Texas. Shops at Legacy, I believe.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we are out here. This is a really nice place. I'm digging this.
Yes, indeed. I kind of like the atmosphere, the acoustics, everything looking nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 3rd and 13 here. Drop back.
Sack. Who that? Who that is?
Finally gets a sack. I see Okay, I see Woods and I see
Malik Collins, number 96 with the sack.
Now, Malik had a big
Now,
year last year.
4th and 21.
2 years ago. His rookie
Yeah.
year, he had 8 sacks.
Right.
Or was it 6 sacks? It was something like that.
Yes.
And then last year he dropped off because of injury, got hurt in camp.
Right.
He got activated this week, so it's really nice for him to win that battle up front.
Yes.
Make that play.
The battle inside. Now, this is the
First
thing.
sack of the game for Dallas.
First sack in the game.
21,
Yeah.
Carolina punting.
So 4th and 21. They need to have some type of explosive play off this punt. You remember when the Carolina Panthers scored is because of the special team. They was able to flip the field and get a shorter field. But it looks like
I don't like that.
inside our 10 is not
Inside our 10 is
prosperous
not where I
for
wanna
us.
start. I was hoping
No.
for a touchback.
Right. So we got a real uphill battle to climb right now at this point. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. We're going to have to figure out how this thing is going to work out and flex out at this point. Eric K. from the YouTube Law Nation page said that the punter is the best player on the field right now.
Our punter has been our best player. And, you know, that's a shame for, like, Sean Lee. There's no excuse for Sean Lee not to be showing out better than he has.
Right.
Sean Lee has put himself in position 3 or 4 times to make a big play.
Yes,
Except for
indeed.
his very first opportunity in that regard, he's missed every time.
Yes, indeed. It seems like we're going to have to figure out something to make this thing go. Shout out to Ryan K. in the house, Eric K., Rays, Gaza. Thank you all for tuning in. As well as, let's see who we have here. Anif, thank you for tuning in too as well. Eric K., thank you for tuning in. And Kayla, thank you all for tuning in to the nation.
All right, so should be good in that regard.
Oh, yeah, you good.
All right. I'm going to run it back real quick. Just hold up.
You can manage to flip over the Yes, indeed. So as my guy DDP goes out to his break over here, we're going to have to figure out something. One way or another, this team going to have to make a score on this drive. It's the second half of the quarter. And we're going to have to figure out, see what they did during the break, see what they did during the halftime to see whether or not they can just make a play down the field. I think personally, somehow, some way, Dak Prescott got to force this ball down the field. It may not be pretty, but somehow you got to figure out a way to get that ball down the field fast enough so that this team can play honest defense. I'm not talking about the Carolina Panthers. They have to play honest defense. And if that's not going to happen, if you never force the ball down the field or push the ball down the field, somehow we got to do those things in order to win this game. That was, yeah, Eric K., he says that was a god-awful playbook. We'll see. We will soon see how this thing rock and roll and get things going in the right direction. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in to the show. Don't forget to like this page, comment too as well, share the content too. We try to do this thing here and there and everywhere. All right, shotgun formation. Ezekiel Elliott line up on the left hip of Dak Prescott. All right, now he motions to the right hip of Dak Prescott. They still in shotgun formation. And they give the ball to Ezekiel. Ezekiel Elliott bounces the ball on the outside, gets about 3 yards. Not as nice as we want, but they got to realize the Cowboys must continue to actually give the ball to Ezekiel Elliott, whether it's passing the ball or just doing little plays like this. 3 yards are positive. Remember that. 3 yards are positive. They're better than actual 0 yards. So that's something that we need to take a look at. That's something that we need to take a look at. Got to take chances. You're right, Kevin. You got to take chances down the field. All right, shotgun formation, empty format. Nobody in the backfield. Looks like they're lining up, believe it or not, in 10 personnel. Dak roll out, passes the ball across his body, pass the ball down the field. We got a flag on the play. However, we would just never know whether or not this is a holding play. Maybe holding on the ball. All right, flag on the play. Dak Prescott finally passed the ball down the field, and it was like it was a 15 to 16-yard play. Let's see what the officials call. Illegal contact on number 26. Good play. Let's see what happened down the field. I mean, they pushed Tavon Austin out of bounds. Yeah, that's illegal contact beyond 5 yards. And Dak was ultimately able to find number 17. Yes, good play, good play. Garrett is clapping now after that play. All right, shotgun formation, empty. It looks like they're lining up in 10 personnel, 1 tight end. Ace formation. Well,
I'm back, baby.
Rotated Ezekiel Elliott out to the flat. Oh, what are you passing at? Pass the ball to no one. It's 2nd and 10. It looks like he thought Cole Beasley was going to move a slant.
I mean, yeah, that based on how he threw it, that seems to be the case.
It looked like he was
7
thinking
of
that he was
12,
slanting.
66 yards. So he's a hair over 50%, but the yardage is not strong.
Well, the wide receiving coaches are going back and forth with Cole Beasley on that particular play, so it maybe could have been a slant. Like I said, these guys haven't played preseason together. Or if they did, it was limited snaps.
That's one of those. Here's
All
Zeke
right,
again.
RPO!
Oh!
Zeke!
How sad is
12
it?
yards.
How sad
There
is
you
it
go.
being
Now
excited
we
for a
get it.
12-yard game?
Hey.
We're all like, yes,
Hey.
he's alive.
Yeah.
There's a pulse.
Yes, indeed.
RPO, there you go.
There you go.
That's the first
Pass
time
didn't get
Dallas has
upfield.
managed to break into the secondary with a run. They've been running into a brick wall
Yeah.
all day.
And I'll be honest to know, I would like to know
He's averaging
actually,
4 a pop.
did these guys change cleats during the halftime? Because a lot of times you don't get adjusted to the field until you go to the halftime. So I would like to know whether or not they changed cleats to get better friction out there on the play.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes,
Be interesting to
empty
know.
formation too as well.
Shoot, man, any
Zeke gets into
adjustment
the
of
flat.
any kind is.
Step up, run it, just run it. Take the hit.
I like it. No, don't take the hit. You want Cooper Rush out here?
Take the hit. Bring in Cooper Rush, right? Cooper Rush, right? What's
First
it called?
time with 0 plays in opponent territory for a first half since 2002.
Yeah, that's
Man.
nasty. Say that again so everybody can listen to what
This
you're
was
saying.
the first time with 0 plays in opponent territory in the first half of a game since Week 17 versus Oakland, 2002.
Wow.
And that was a good Raider team, if you recall. That was a team that went to the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah. So we'll see end around.
Zeke again.
Zeke, he slipped on the play.
It's only a couple yards
Yeah,
there.
it looks
3rd and
like
short.
3rd
Hey,
and short. How you
but
doing?
Dallas is in to Carolina territory. We made it.
Yeah, you gotta go by. Yeah. So it's one of those things, man. 16 yards. It was a 16-yard run, so that was good.
I'll celebrate 16 yards.
I celebrate 16-yard 3rd and 3. I forgot they had Peppers.
Yeah, he came back.
Julius Peppers for the Carolina Panthers.
He's been with Green Bay the last few years, Chicago before that, Carolina
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah, so
He
made it back
stayed
home.
in.
Ooh, good pocket protection.
There's a flag, and
on the
Dak
play.
is
Just get the ball out.
throwing
Let's
it
see
away.
what is going to happen.
All right,
It looked like a
punt.
hold. Flag is thrown where the
And it's
spot
going
of
to
the
be a
hold.
hold on
Yeah.
us.
It should look like 3rd and what?
It's
3rd and 13.
They're going to decline it. Why would you take it? He threw it away.
Let's see.
You decline the penalty. It's a punt.
4th and 3, you may go for it. I don't know.
No, I'm saying they're going to decline the penalty. You're saying Dallas go for it, 4th and 3 at midfield. Garrett doesn't have the.
The cojones.
Yeah.
Let's see what they call on this play.
All right. So fourth down, incomplete pass, no penalty for a chop block.
4th and 3rd. Hey, will you see your famous punt fake right now? Dude, Jason Garrett got the cojones to do the punt fake.
Chris Jones can throw it. He can spin it a little bit. Atlanta last year, before everything went south, we saw him spin the ball in a pass. It got called back for a penalty, but we saw it, and he can run for a first down too.
Right,
He's one of the
around
better
same
athletes on the
part
team,
as
I'm
well.
sure.
Let Chris Jones, the Punisher, let him win his game for us, you know. And a direct snap to the. They ain't going for it. They're not playing around with it.
Well, they got
They're
into Carolina territory. That was somewhat exciting, I guess.
Yeah.
They got 3 yards into their territory.
3 yards into their territory. It's one of those things right now.
DJ Moore with the fair catch.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Cucho Land Cowboys said that was a ticky-tack call. Well, punting again, throw the ball.
Well, we've seen that from week 1 in general. There have been a lot of flags the first week of the season.
Questionable flags
Yeah.
at that point.
I mean, there were 26 called in the opening night game. So how much of that is just the league trying to make adjustments and how much is elsewise, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, after all that, I did have the names backwards anyway.
Yes, indeed.
I can fix it.
What they say? What happened now?
I got the names backwards. I'll fix it.
Okay. it's all
Stall
good.
for me. I can just transition it while we're going.
Oh, okay. Well, no worries. No worries at all. You guys know how this thing going one way or another. We're going to get this thing moving. But hey, man, being Law Nation ain't bad at all. Man.
I was like, wow, so many people listen to me.
Yo, man, go on, man. But guys, they're gonna have to figure out a way for this defense to score a touchdown for us. Because right now it looked nightmarish. I don't know what to say.
Telling you, man, you got to channel the 05 Bears.
Yeah, you got to channel.
You got
that
Marinelli
05
out there.
Matter of fact, put the 85 Bears out there. Do something. Do something, Cowboys Nation. Because right now, Cheeto, he's showing that he can ball out. He's making plays on the ball, but he have yet to pick it all. But he's getting close there.
He forced a fumble.
He forced a fumble. It bounced like a basketball. And we didn't get that one, did we? We didn't get that one.
No, we didn't. They recovered it. Same
They
guy
recovered,
jumped back
same guy.
on it, and
But
that
Ross-
was the Cam Newton scamper
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
And we
Ross
said
was
they
the
missed an
guy.
opportunity.
Yeah.
And Jeff Heath missed the pick.
Close.
He
Yeah.
had 2 opportunities on that one drive to stop it.
Yeah. So what's the total? I want to know what the total. Anybody that's in the chat box, let me know what the total yards that the Carolina Panthers have so far.
They flashed the graphic. I don't know what it is right this minute, but they flashed the graphic earlier, and it was something like 164.
Okay, 164 total yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Cam has 800, had like 110 passing and like 64 rushing.
Oh, wow.
And so they probably had close to 200 already.
Right. And I know for sure Cowboys total yards are looking like, what, 50, 60?
Yeah, we were anemic in the first half, so probably
Right.
like 60 yards.
60 or 70. Hopefully it's 70, but we need to figure out a way to get this ball rolling. Shotgun formation. This is Christian McCaffrey dancing in the backfield, able to get 3 yards. McCaffrey is running. I didn't think that he could run inside.
That's actually
Yeah.
a misconception. He actually can run inside a little bit. He is a very good Swiss Army knife, and they seem to know how to use him now because when he first got there, they didn't appear to know how to use him all that well, and they have improved. The end of last year when they got hot, it was because they figured out how to use them.
Right, and I like the combination of the sprinkling in CJ and McCaffrey. This is a good combination. All right, looks like I formation. Let's see. Give the ball to McCaffrey inside, bounce to the outside.
You got to
Able
stop that at the
get
line of scrimmage, man.
3 yards again.
They're swarming, but you got to stop that at the line of scrimmage when you got first contact.
3 and 3 looks like, hey, it looks like, well, 3rd and 5 right now, manageable.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 is very manageable. NFL says that they have 223 yards, total yards, I guess that's what they say right there. Thank you for the update. You guys are special. It's in the chat box. 221 to our 106 yards total.
All right, Dallas, got to get a stop here.
All right,
3rd and 5.
manning
Need to
up.
stop.
Everybody's
In the-
up close on the line.
In
3rd
the
and
worst
5.
way, they need to stop.
Let's see what they got. They look like they're attempting blitz up the middle.
One
Watch
on the
out for the slants. All right,
It's a
ball coming out
blitz.
quick.
Okay.
Slant.
Hey,
Ball
that's your stop.
batted down at the line.
Jailhouse break. Just
This
bring the pressure.
is the time for Tavon Austin to do something.
Yeah, we need a strong punt
This
return
is the
here.
time. This is the time. It's 4th and 3
For all that
right
hype
now.
about Tavon Austin being a Michael
Shout
Irvin
out
mold,
to,
hey, Tyrone Crawford.
Tyrone Crawford.
Tyrone
Get the
blew
pressure.
that up. He sealed up the passing lane and then tipped it.
I wonder what is pro football.
What have we
focusing on
been
here.
saying?
Yeah.
What have we been saying? If you put him where he is at his best, put him inside where he is strongest,
Yes,
he can
indeed.
make some stuff happen.
Yeah, and that's not bad at all. And making things happen. All right, so let's see what they do after this kick.
So 3 and out by the Cowboys
Long
defense.
Kick. Let's see. They
All right,
got
here comes
number
Tavon with the return.
Austin. He's
Tavon.
going. Austin. It looks like he's not going out of bounds, and he
All right,
gets
so he gets about 12 yards on the return. Not bad. If he could have gotten the edge, he would have had it. I mean, he would have had like another large chunk of yards out of that, but they sealed it up, forced him to cut back inside, and that's where it shut down.
Yes, indeed. So it's 10-0 right now. Cowboys got the ball. Let's see what they do now with this offense. They're on this. They're close to their side of the field, right?
Yeah, they're about midfield now.
Midfield. So let's see. And somebody said Dez is laughing right now. But right now the egg is on Dez because he could have played for the Baltimore Ravens.
I feel like if we want to talk about egg on the face, we want to talk about the guy that's getting paid and the guy who's not.
Mm-hmm.
So for Dez, he'll sign after this week, and here's why. Because if you're on the roster week 1, your contract, your guaranteed money for the year is fully guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
If you are signed after week 1, I believe, then at that point your money is not fully guaranteed. It's like a week-to-week thing for how much you get.
Right.
So Dez will probably get like a 1 for 10 if he signs this week.
Right.
So he'll get more money like he wants for 1 year, but the team doesn't have the full year obligation. And if after 3 weeks they're like, nah, this isn't working, they can peace out and he's done.
Yes,
but
indeed.
that's his advantage to sign, and you'll have teams who get a little bit reactionary to however they performed or if they had injuries in week 1.
Right.
I mean, honestly, based on what we saw the Browns do today, he should reconsider that.
Yeah, he
They
should.
get a tie with the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. That's nothing to sneeze at. Even they should have won it. They missed a short field goal that would have won it in overtime. So it is what it is. But he should take a better look at that because I don't know.
And you got to understand too as well the teams with money. The 49ers, they got a lot of money in their cap space.
And
they can scoop up Dez Bryant.
I'm curious to see too what we're gonna have from like a New Orleans or someone like that. Does New Orleans panic now after losing a stunner to what we thought was a really bad Tampa Bay team, who Dallas plays later this year, by the way?
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
It got extremely interesting right now for us. You know.
Yeah. So does New Orleans overreact and go give Dez? They proved by going to get Teddy Bridgewater. They're like, no, we think we can do it now.
Right.
Do they then do that same thing and say, you know what? Let's go add another weapon to this offense. Let's go give Drew Brees another X.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that we really going to have to. So do we play the Saints too as well?
Oh, yeah, we have that division.
Yeah, so it's getting.
We have the NFC NFC South. So we're going to also have we have Atlanta, Carolina, Tampa Bay, and New Orleans. It's for a 9-7 team, we drew an absurdly hard schedule by drawing that division.
Right.
And if they're going to make the playoffs, they being Dallas, I'm going to say they have to find a way to go 3-1, and this is not a good indicator of them doing that.
Yes, indeed. All right, the pocket is clean. Slant play.
There he is to Cole Beasley.
That's like play number 3 in the playbook. You know,
yep.
They've been doing that play. That's the only passes that I think Cole Beasley caught today were those slant passes. Only passes that any Robinson.
Slants, slants has been it.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. That's the only pass. Shotgun formation again. Ball is at the 50. Ball threw away the pass. 2nd and 10. It seems as if, though, the rain is coming down so hard right now that you really going to have to figure out a way to run the ball at this point. The rain is just too hard for them to throw that ball right now at this point in time. And it is pouring down, raining. All right. Let's see what they're going to do now. Is 2nd and 10.
There we go. I fixed the graphic. We're back on the right side.
No worries. Luke Kuechly is in the game.
4 on the play clock. Dak needs to hike. Oh, I thought Looney was going to miss it again.
Run.
They had that sniffed out.
Not a good idea.
They had that sniffed out.
Not a good idea for it to be a quarterback sneak up the middle. When you got those big guys up the middle like the Carolina Panthers guys, Dontario Poe, you got those guys like that, man, you know for sure that you're not able to stop that pressure up the middle. Yeah, they're doing the graphics right now. Go ahead and take that.
So for the Cowboys' key losses, I talked about this the other day. They lost 3 all-times for their franchise in one offseason. All-time leader in receptions, Jason Witten, retires. All-time leader in reception touchdowns, Dez Bryant. Cut from the team, currently unemployed. All-time leader in field goals made. I think they said 136 was that graphic. It was such a specialistic font.
Wide open, Cole Beasley.
There you go, Beasley.
Slant play again, up the
middle. Such a specialistic font, I couldn't even quite read what it was saying, but I think it was saying 136 made field goals for him. So yeah, 3 all-time leaders for the franchise gone in one offseason. There's going to be an adjustment from that. And then Dallas being afraid of injuries in the preseason, you didn't see Dak and the receiving corps get enough time in game situations.
Right.
And maybe that's why we're seeing this slow start.
There you go. Looked like a flag on the play, though. That play was not actually a slant play. It was a button hook route that Cole Beasley ran. It was a nice little button hook. He was able to get the separation and be clear off of that play. Looks like they got a holding on 71.
La'el Collins.
Big number 71. Field goal time is from Eric K. Pass to Bees. Bees right now is the only guy.
So pretty much everyone on the offensive line has taken their turn getting a penalty now.
Right.
Who hasn't done it yet? They call it chop on that?
Chop,
No. What is that?
Oh,
he hurt the guy
knee.
too.
And then he hurt the guy. Injury. Number 92 is down. So it seems like, they really calling these chop blocks now.
But they called a hold, didn't they? If they called a chop block, that's even worse because it's an extra 5 yards gone.
Well, so yeah. It looks like one of those things, man. They're going to have to figure out something to get this offense, at least put 3 on the board. I don't like to see that 0-0.
No, I don't like looking at it either.
No, indeed.
But, yeah, they're going to have to figure out something for the play calling. Linehan needs to go. And if you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the alternative for them in that regard, I've heard people say that, like, oh, Dallas is going to, like, this would be like for a head coach search, no less.
Right.
Would be like, okay, go try and get like a Lincoln Riley from Oklahoma.
Right.
I don't think Lincoln Riley wants to come here because he can already get about as much, if not as much. In fact, I think he makes more than Jason Garrett right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he's at a place where he is basically like king of the town. He hasn't delivered it. It's not like Stoops where he had already won a title there.
Right.
He's still trying to win a title. So I don't see what the incentive for him would be unless he just was like, you know what? Recruiting is a grind. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, with Jerry somewhat starting to step aside, maybe that stigma will lessen and fade because I think Steven is easier to work with than Jerry. But it's not complete yet. You're still dealing with Jerry way too much. You don't have full control as a head coach, full agency to do what you want.
As long as Jerry Jones is in the building, he's going to have a guy, believe it or not, that's just a guy that can listen to what Jerry Jones say, So I don't think Jerry Jones is going to go out there and get a coach like the Jim Harbaughs of the world or anybody that can challenge the mind and the thinking of Jerry Jones. I just don't think that's going to happen, especially at this age.
You're good.
Yeah, especially at this age. I don't think that's happening. I just don't see it. But somehow, some way, man, this team going to have to figure out something else,
I'm going to make an adjustment on the camera because the TVs are back here. I don't want us getting swing for
Okay, yeah, it's all good. Yes, indeed. So, hey, guys, it is what it is. Jason Garrett has his team ready. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, ready to lose. That's what Michael Powell say. All the coaching staff except Rich. It's good. It's good. Dak. It's good. Slide short of the first down. Well, second and long. Second and long. Gotta go this way. I'm trying to adjust those cameras, make sure everything's okay. You're not going to be able to cover it completely, but it is what it is at this point.
Still got those TVs in the background. That's what I was trying to avoid.
But now I'm in the way of the logo, the beautiful, the wonderful tavern. You got to slide it this way. Yes, indeed. So right now, it looks like they're in shotgun formation. Ezekiel is on the right hip. Keep sliding over. About right there, yes. And it's caught, 2nd and 18. It's still going to be 3rd and what? 3rd and long. Yeah, we good. Good. So it's 3rd and 11. So somehow they're going to have to figure out something in order to make this thing happen one way or another. Trying to get our cameraman together. Yeah, appreciate it. Now when the camera's on the gangster league, it's all good. All right. Oh, why would you do a quick out on a 3rd and long? Oh my God, what is going on, Coach Garrett? Or what's going on? Just you got to attempt this ball down the field. There's no way on 3rd and 11 you do a quick out. I just don't understand. You don't pass the ball horizontal on 3rd and 11 unless, oh my goodness. This is total crazy right there. That's total crazy right now. I can't even explain. I cannot even explain. 47-yard field goal attempt. 47.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got right here. 47 yards.
Maher! He missed it.
No good. No good. Dan Bailey would have made that kick. I can hear the Dan Bailey fans right now saying,
Hey,
"Oh,
look.
it's told."
Yes.
Hey, Coach Garrett is clapping.
Jason Garrett, the clapper.
Jason Garrett is clapping
Clap
right
on.
now. Clap away.
Off. Clap on, clap off. The clapper.
Man, the first kick that Dan Bailey, the first kick that the guy that got rid of Dan Bailey. No, you good. The first kick that was this guy named Brent
Maher.
is missed. Oh my God.
Hey man, that's
You
a
ain't said
dude.
nothing.
You know what that is? That's a dude who has never in his life had to kick in an NFL game, in a real game.
In a real
Preseason,
game.
yes.
Preseason, yes, on the money. But it's something. There's something about when that live game is there. Something about when everything is all the chips out there. And if we lose by 3 points, it looks like we're down by 10. But if field goals flip the game.
Just pushed it. Missed it by about 6 inches or whatever to the
about
right.
6 inches to the right. So he had the leg, it was there, but it just wasn't accurate. So let's see what this defense can do. Wide open and seam.
Funches.
They are working the seam.
Bunches of funches is what I'm seeing
Think
out
of-
of this passing game.
Think about this. The way you win against the cover 2 defense, seam, slant routes in the middle. It seems as if, though, the coaching philosophy of North Turner knows where the weakness is at on the cover 2, and he's taking advantages of those situations.
Here's where this team, I feel like, lost this game, because it's 2 plays that I feel like sank them right there. 3rd and 11, swing pass to Zeke.
Right.
That's a
RPO!
terrible call.
And it is
That's the
nasty.
option. That's a terrible call in that situation for Dallas, 3rd and 11.
Third and
Then
long.
you have to trot out the field goal kicker for a long field goal. His first field goal with Dallas is 47 yards.
No.
He's got leg. I know he made it 57, but still, you run him
Yeah.
out there, he misses. That series is where you lost any chance of coming back,
3rd
most
and 11.
likely.
I think that you had your outs. You could have went back to your slants. You could have went to the skinny post. You could even went to a dig or something like that, or a comeback on those particular plays on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
You have to figure out a way to challenge the team down the field. If not, then you will look like what you're looking like today. And it
Yeah.
looks like the Carolina Panthers are in threat of scoring again. It looks like they're mixing it around. They power rush up the middle, and they're doing a sprinkle little play on the outside. They're not afraid to reach deep down into their playbooks to do the option plays, to do the actual plays, to give the running back free out in space, and also creativity for the quarterback to do what's his strong strength. And
Yeah.
also understanding what the poorest offensive line that they do have is to get their team in misdirectional plays to get this team going in the right direction. That's what they're looking like. Carolina Panthers look like they are ready to play. I do know this is a home game for them, but they look like they are ready to make things happen out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we haven't seen as much as we would like out of, like, Jalen Smith in this game. He's made a couple plays, but no one in the linebacking core has done
Up the
anything.
middle again.
And, hey, this
Funches,
secondary is
the
getting
exact
abused.
same play.
This secondary is getting abused.
Abused, used and abused right now.
Not torched, but abused.
but abused. And
hey,
I'll take that
there's
route
your great
again.
Byron Jones getting beat on that. Got turned around.
Byron Jones got turned on that play. Yeah. And what they did on that play, you got to understand. Byron Jones is explosive as he is on the outside, but Funches line up into the slot.
Yep.
Funches is not up tight on that line off that play. Funches is now able to get a free release off that line because Byron Jones is not able to jam him. So
Yeah.
that's what you get off of that play. It looks like
I
they're
didn't see
about
what
to
this
score.
penalty was.
It was another penalty on the play.
They're showing us
Defense 5 yards. It's third quarter, six
offsides,
seconds left
neutral
to go
zone
on the play.
infraction. See, even when you make a good play, you cancel it out with a penalty.
Yeah, this team don't look like they're prepared They're not ready.
1st and 5.
The defense is tired, says Blue Ant from the
That-
All Nation page.
For us saying it was bend, don't break, that's what we've been the last several years, though. They're being forced to be on the
Yeah,
field.
a lot of cracks
It's not
out
like
there.
the last couple of years where our offense was able to keep them off the field and limit their snaps.
Right. This is now the 4th quarter. It's one of those things right now, if you can look at it, is that the adjustments were not made. And then on top of that, they didn't take advantage of the opportunity. There's not been a pass that I've seen in the air for more than 20 yards that was caught by a receiver.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure out a
We've
way.
only thrown one that far, and it was
Right.
the Jarwin hit him on the shoestrings.
Hit him. If the name of the game is to hit the player on the shoestring, right now Dak Prescott is
going to the
2-0
Pro
right
Bowl.
now. 2-0.
Going to the Pro Bowl if it's shoestring passes.
And that's my guy, Dak Prescott. He's gonna have to figure out a way.
He's gonna have a lot of questions to answer because here's the thing. I've always pointed to his first 25 games versus his last 8.
Right.
I can't keep pointing to that if he's going to do this. If he's going to roll out like this is middle to end of last season Dak with Zeke on the field with him. Yeah. Now, we saw that as well in Denver.
Right.
Denver was the same thing. So, I don't know. Well, they're going to have to figure some stuff out because this whole – I think the coaching staff is the problem.
It got to be the staff. I mean, because you're looking at it mirroring, and I know a lot of people going to hate me when I
Marinelli.
say this. You're looking at a mirroring of Cam Newton's skill set and Dak Prescott's skill set.
A lesser degree of Cam.
I mean, well, you know, a lesser degree, but still, if you look at the last year's stats, if you are at the mind of the stats, Dak Prescott collective stats were still kind of in the same wheelhouse of Cam Newton. And then on top of that, if you look at what Cam Newton is able to do physically, of course, he's ahead of Dak Prescott in those factors. But as far as the thrower of the ball, you're talking about almost apples and apples at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot has to lay with the coaching staff because you look at the situation and what they have. They're sitting here with Rod Marinelli, who considered retiring last offseason. I kind of wanted him to be honest, especially when they hired Chris Richard. I was like, hey, can you change your mind and go ahead and retire so we can just promote this guy?
Right.
At the very least, he should be your D coordinator of the future, if not your head coach. Garrett, man, we've been doing this experiment 8+ years of head coach, plus a half season of being interim head coach, plus, 3 seasons of offensive coordinator? I've seen this game. I'm tired of this game. And don't compare him like Tom Landry starting slow. Tom Landry had a damn expansion team.
Oh, touchdown. You might well gonna put touchdown
stopped
on
at
the
the
board.
1.
Because at this point, you're just killing time.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to get it right on it. And that guy's the same guy that killed us last year.
Anderson, yep.
Yeah.
That's why I keep pointing to the Denver game. It's the same back. But, yeah.
He's a hard-nosed runner, down the hill guy, too, as well.
And Linehan's got to be gone. The offense is really problematic for this team right now. They're going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, and then, like I said, Jason Garrett does get another pass, believe it or not, because Linehan is the guy that's going to fall on the sword.
He shouldn't. The whole staff should go. And if Steven has any sway, the whole staff will go.
Watch out for the keep for Cam Newton. Looks like he might do this.
No, handoff to the fullback.
Touchdown. 17-0.
17-0.
Nothing.
Yep. Hey, I said 19-17. I just need a 19-0 run in the 4th quarter by Dallas, and I'm right on.
And Jerry Jones, they're showing pictures of Jerry Jones and his son with a putrid look on their face. They look like they're looking like they ate a bag of bad apples right now. It is total
At least they get to sit
pandemonium,
silently. We got to talk about it.
Oh, man.
Hey, look, there's Van Der Esch.
Van Der Esch, he's in the game, right?
Yeah,
was he?
He was on. He was one of the guys who failed to make that tackle. There he is on top, 55.
Wow. Van Der Esch. Well,
Arma.
I'm not going to talk about the possibilities. We got Cowboys people leaving the building right now. That's crazy right now.
We are starting to empty out a little bit. Hey,
on,
broken play. I got to correct my
we
stat.
Get 2 points off of this if they get the
I
ball.
got to correct my stat.
Get the point. Get the ball. 16-0. It was a fumble on the snap or something.
There we go. Did we say 17? I meant 16.
16.
Just goes right past him.
All right. So we can still win this game, guys. We can still win. 2 touchdowns and two
two-point conversions just to tie it.
To tie it up. And
Wow.
Brutal. That's what Soto says from the Facebook and also the Law Nation's YouTube page. Brutal.
Yeah, hit the platforms. Tell them where to find our stuff and all that, because we are live on a bunch of pages. We've never been live.
Indeed. We live on Phantom. We live on I think Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James page, and also the Dallas Prospect. Every legend was once a prospect. And also we live on Law Nation's YouTube page as well as DDP's YouTube page.
Yeah, and on the Facebook front, we also have pages like America's Team, Dallas Cowboys, or Dallas Cowboys America's Team, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Then you have Origin Texas, Dallas Cowboys Really Real fan page.
Really real.
Let's see, what's another one? I mean, we're live on like 6 or 7 different pages right now. And guys, if you're commenting on this, we're trying to cycle through, but the best places to catch our eye is to either be Law Nation or Dallas Prospect, or at least the Phantom page. If you're on one of those video feeds, you'll catch our eye, and we'll shout you out. We'll answer your questions and all that.
Yes, indeed. And then also there's a website. Tell them about that website.
Yes, TheDallasProspect.com, your home for Dallas sports and all things pop culture. Yeah, we talk Cowboys, we talk Dallas Mavericks, Big 12 football, all that good stuff. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting season for the Cowboys if this is how we're going to roll out. But you know what? We stay grinding through the good and the bad. We keep grinding. We keep talking about it, and we make it work. So we were here during last season's 9-7 season. You were here before that.
Right.
And we're going to be here after that.
It's another pass toward the slant.
Gallup draws a
whenever
flag.
they pass the ball to number 13, there's some type of passing
Good stuff happens.
flag. So you got to attempt to pass the ball down the field, guys. That's the one thing that I
Jason
think.
Lopez. Troy Aikman will do better, and he's about 97 years old. Come on, man. Troy's not that
Yeah.
old.
Physical, aggressive.
Troy,
mindful,
yeah.
Gallo.
Troy is what, mid-40s, late 40s? Maybe early
Yes.
50s, I don't know.
I don't know, but at
Regardless, I would take Troy back there right now.
At least I know. At least talking Troy too. They're like, he
I
didn't throw
trust
the ball
I
down
trust
the
his
field.
trust his accuracy more than Dak's right now.
Oh man, Dak's gonna have a huge discussion to do when he talking about his press conference today.
Yeah, Harvey
A lot
K
of
is talking
discussion.
about what we mentioned. Jerry and Steven looking like salty AF, to say it nicely. And the owner's box not too happy there. I agree, and they should be. I'd be salty
All
too.
right. Can we get a play
Zeke!
without somebody calling holding?
We're celebrating
Don't
so
you
hard.
do nothing, Zeke.
Zeke,
Stop
why are
throwing
you
the
doing
eat.
the feed me? You're down
Get back up.
16-0 in the fourth
16-0.
quarter.
There go those.
But hey, look what happened. He got out in space behind Zach Martin. That's the only guy who hasn't been flagged on the offensive line, by the way.
Right. Oh well, where's some wood? Knock on some wood.
It would.
There you go. Knock on the wood. Let's see what we can do now.
Ow, I hit my funny bone too. Is that extra bad luck?
It's funny how they're starting to run the ball a little bit, and we're getting positive yards.
I mean, they're not running into the brick wall anymore. They are at least falling forward, so it's something, but I don't know what to make of it, man.
But
I haven't seen many
for
adjustments.
the Cowboys to make those adjustments, those misdirection runs,
Yeah.
the running on the outside of the outer edges, the power sweeps. Do something of that nature to help this team out. Get out of this shotgun formation. Figure out a way to run this ball down the throats. And
He's finding Beasley. He's at least doing that. He's not getting it quite to Gallup. He's only found Hearns once, and Hearns had to go way up top for that catch.
All right, let's see what we got from the Seahawks. They going all the way down the field. Pass is caught by number 16. They scored a touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah, Seattle Seahawks.
All right, 1st and 10.
Oh,
Sidearm pass hits
I didn't know
Zeke.
he had that in his repertoire. That looked like Tony Romo's sidearm right there.
Stafford's the master of the sidearm, but yeah, Romo's got all the angles too in that
all
regard.
those angles, you know.
I would argue if you got that in your repertoire, you should work on your overhead a little more as
The
well.
overhead, the fade, the touch, those post routes. All right, 2nd and 8. I will run the ball on this down.
All right, drops back and pressure. Hey, they're moving.
Who that?
Dallas is at the 22-yard line, 23-yard line. Who's 15? Who is that?
That's Deontay Thompson.
Deontay Thompson, that's right. I
Finally
almost
in the
said
game.
Devin Street, and I was like, that's not it. Deontay Thompson.
Like he bent all his knees to catch that ball.
Yeah. Man, all these new Cowboy receivers we've been hearing about, all these weapons, all this speed. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. Maybe because Dak hasn't thrown it that far yet.
Hey, you better try to figure out a way to put some points on this board.
Blake Jarwin was too fast for Dak, apparently.
What is going on now? Timeout
for
it better not be
Carolina.
Cowboys.
Yeah. No, it's Carolina.
Because we got 2 timeouts left. We're going to have to utilize all these timeouts.
All right, Dallas, this is make or break.
now,
You got to
this
get
is
a
from Todd McGowan.
touchdown here. Not just points. You need a touchdown.
Daniel, thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you are listening live right now on the YouTube page and on the Facebook, I need some clapping emojis. Can I get some clapping emojis right now? Let's get some positive energy in here one way or another. Let me get some clapping emojis if you can hear me right now. Let's get this touchdown in right now. Come on. Come on. Let's clap it out. Let's clap it out. Yes, we do need some weapons, my friend. Andrew, we do need some weapons. That playbook is vanilla. K. Doe, thank you, the Dallas Cowboys ambassador. He gave me some clapping emojis. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan Kirk.
That's
we still got some diehard Cowboys fans in this thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Clapping emojis.
We stick
Mr.
to
Head. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Clap, 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 clap. That's what we talking about. We may be down, we may be out, but we still fighting. They say a prize fighter, even when he losing, he's still swinging.
Yeah.
If we can swing on in and get a touchdown, that'll be all right. And then all of a sudden we got to refresh and do this thing again. Swing on in and get this touchdown. There's moments like this to make the team band together, form together, and join together. So right now, we need to band together, form together, and join together and get this thing going. Look at all these clapping emojis. LT Ward, Frank, Jose Perez, Odesu. Thank you for tuning in. Frank. Yeah, thank you. Warpath. It ain't over yet. That's what I'm talking about. We still got this thing. One way or another, we got to score this touchdown. That's what I'm talking about.
I like the optimism. I do.
Yeah, we got to have some optimism.
This feels like a last gasp to me. If they can get a touchdown here, they can force their way back into at least a chance. But if they can't get into the end zone here, they might be sunk.
Yeah, it might be something.
We're fourth quarter, man. You got to start putting points up.
Retro Man, thank you for tuning in, man, with the claps, man. That's the only time you can really say thank you for tuning in with the claps.
Yeah.
Fandogala, man. We got some weird names out here, man. But thank you for tuning in. Claps. Yeah, show us the claps, man. That's what I'm talking about. Warpath, showing the praise. Art, yeah, thank you for tuning in too as well. I really appreciate everybody. It's not over with yet. It's not over. It's not over. Yes, let's get this thing going.
We holding strong.
Yes, indeed. Salute, bruh. All right. Salute. Yes, indeed.
All right, here we go. First and 10 from the 20.
Let's score.
22,
oh my
23-yard line.
It. Come on, put it in so I can get up here and dance. Put
Dak's
it up in there.
Scramble. Okay, Cole Beasley, but Beasley gave back like 6 of those yards.
No, they're going to give him progress, forward progress. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, there's some positive energy going around here.
Kuechly stayed with them. Man, Kuechly has him blanketed.
Kuechly got him covered like a cheap suit. Kuechly
is
all
they only got
over
3
him.
yards out of that, see?
3 yards.
Because he made the spin before he got tackled, so he gave up the yards.
Dang. All right. 2nd and 7 right now.
2nd and 7
Cowboys
here. Dallas is at the 19-yard line.
Yeah.
Carolina 19. Zeke.
That would have been a good. That would have been good.
3rd and 7.
That would have been good if Dak Prescott would have kept that ball on that one. They were sniffing Ezekiel Elliott out for that play. It's 3rd and long. Kansas City is 38-28 right now. Kansas City score. It looks like Kansas City is doing their thing over there.
Dak got hurt. That's why they're showing him getting banged up the play before.
Okay, let's
maybe
see
I don't know. They're like, this is the previous play.
Yeah. 3rd and long.
3rd and 7. Need a touchdown here. And you know what?
Let's see.
Jason Garrett doesn't have the cojones for this, but I say this is 2-down territory.
Oh, man, just go ahead and go put the ball in the end zone. That's what I'm talking about.
This is your only promising drive of the day.
Just running in for the first down. Run it in
Got
for the
it.
first down. You better dive. There you go. Run. Use those Mississippi State legs.
Dak scrambles, gets the first. There
Better
you go.
use those legs. Yes. First down. Come on, Cowboys. Give me some clapping emojis down there in the inbox. That was some good. That was some good defense by the Carolina Panthers.
That was very
man.
good Carolina defense.
He
And
pushed that man out of bounds.
Dak made something. That's why having a mobile quarterback has its value. Because
Yeah.
there was nothing there. Romo couldn't have made that play. That's one of those things where I get it. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're saying, Romo probably could have made a lot of plays Dak's missed today. I'm not
Yes,
saying
indeed.
that it's apples
That's
to
what
apples.
I'm talking about.
I'm
Thank
saying
you,
that's
Retro.
a benefit
Come on.
of having a
Let's
mobile
get this
quarterback.
positive energy. Let's go
Zeke
in
up
to
the
a
gut.
touchdown. Come on, Zeke.
All right,
There
Dallas
you
down
go,
to the
Zeke.
2. No, down to the 3.
There you go.
Dallas still has a chance. They're not first and goal yet,
Yeah.
so they can still get a first down.
Clapping.
And
See,
Kuechly-
when we start
Kuechly
talking
banged
about
up.
the clapping emojis, all these people, look at all these clapping right now. All these people.
All
we
the
are,
positivity.
We're about to score because of these people right now that's in the chat box
There
right
you
now.
go. There you go.
Come on. Positive energy. Let's get this thing going one way or another. Let's score. Come on now. 2nd and 3rd. Don't let me down. Come on. Come on. Hey, RPO time. Ezekiel Elliott, high snap.
To option
Yeah,
to Zeke.
that's touchdown.
Zeke,
Zeke.
touchdown. All right. Dallas in for the score. Zeke Elliott.
No flag.
Zeke Elliott, 3 yards on the option.
Yeah. Come on, bear with me. Come on. Let's go. That
Law,
miss-
I am proud to change this number.
Right. Finally change the number. Take that 0 off in front of the 7. Man.
That's just for spacing.
Just play with. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Let's go. Fire. It's
Dallas
because
is gonna
of
go
y'all
for
that's
2.
in the chat box.
2-point
It's
conversion
because of
attempt.
You guys that's in
So
the
I need
chat
to
box.
take back my
clapping.
2 points. My point.
It's because
It's
you
not,
guys
no matter
that's
what,
in the
it's not
chat
going to be
box.
7.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's say we in it to
I'm going to
win
put the
it.
6 there, and let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Dak in shotgun.
Empty formation.
He's gonna
there
run
you
it.
go, Z. There you
Got
go.
it.
There you go. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. There you go.
All
there
right.
you go. There you go.
We're back to a 1-possession game,
One
16
possession
to
game.
8.
Let's pound it again. It's because of the people. It's the power of the claps.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. The power
Yeah.
of positivity.
Positivity. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Hey, I'm surprised he made it. When he made the decision, I was like, I don't feel good about this.
Yeah.
The draw up the gut in this situation feels predictable.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
So it was an empty formation.
Keep fighting.
It was the young team that made it happen in spite of whatever happened. It was Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott for 6. Dak Prescott for 2 points. That's what I'm
Hey,
talking about.
what was it we were saying? We said Dallas had to get a touchdown on this drive because this is the first legit drive they've had.
Yeah.
Randy Gregory ruled out for the rest of the game with a concussion. So
Oh.
that, given what we know about his other situation, that could be it for him.
Yeah, as long as he don't try to self-medicate. And I ain't trying to use that as a
Oh, he's already. I mean, if the reports are true and he's already relapsed, it's already coming.
Oh, wow.
And he's out of strikes.
Oh, man, it's what it is, man. Well, at least we got a chance to see Randy Gregory for those small moments of time. But
He
I'm
made
telling you
he
guys
made
right
one
now,
good play where he blew up the
Ambassador.
timing of Newton's route or
Right.
Newton's pass.
Right. Thank everybody for tuning in. We're here live on Phantom. We're at the Henry's Tavern in Plano.
Yep.
You just type that in into your GPS. You will get here in Dallas, Texas. Plano is kind of close to Dallas,
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah,
For
yeah.
those who are not familiar with the area, is Henry's Tavern. Thank
Shops at
everybody.
Legacy. We got a real nice ritzy place here. Mm-hmm. We're giving away Dallas Prospect T-shirts over at Chia, over the shoulder. And, yeah, we got all kinds of good stuff out here. Just show them.
Yes, indeed.
Click on the link in the description. You'll get the coupon. You'll get a free appetizer as well. And, yeah, get to watch the game here with us.
Yes,
There are
yes.
a lot of Cowboy fans in here, man.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans around
we've
us.
thinned out a little bit when people got down.
But you know what? It was the 2 Cowboys or 3 Cowboys that left up out of here. They was pulling the team down. I believe
Their
since they left, we were moving the ball methodically down the field. So whoever those 3
Hurry up
Cowboys that
offense.
left up out of here, they need to never come back again. You
Yep.
know what I mean? But hold on. You guys can come back again and enjoy the nice food, though.
Here's the thing. The Dallas
Yeah.
drive, when it got rolling, it was because they went into a hurry-up.
Right.
They changed the tempo. Instead of being a slow-paced, all right, line up, measure it, and go,
Right.
they were losing that fight all day. They finally said, you know what? Let's just start trying to punch them in the mouth when
Right.
they're not looking and see what happens. And they got moving.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Fumble at the 10. That's what Todd is predicting. Now, we need all the predictions. I hope you guys went and put on your lucky socks, put on your lucky hat, put on your lucky jacket.
Dak was 4 for 4 for 26 yards on that drive.
4 for 4. That's the 2016 Dak that we know.
And he was more reliant on his legs. He made things happen there. He
Yes.
kept that drive alive, 3rd and 7.
Yes, and don't need to worry about
And be-
being injured. He need to play
between
freely.
Yeah. And between his drop back, that was really more like a 15-yard run.
Woo, your boy kicked that ball.
Maher
Yeah.
can kick it. He can kick it long.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yes, and kick it
here's
long,
what-
but
here's-
accurate is the problem.
Here's
right?
here's another benefit for them as far as they're making the decision with him. He can also punt.
So Chris Jones looking like, hey, what are y'all trying to do now? Hold on.
I don't want him
Y'all trying to
replacing
give it
Chris
to me.
Jones, but if Jones were to get injured, knock on wood, we do have a guy who is a kicker, and we're not having to run Jeff Heath out there for another duty.
True that. Look at Dak Prescott now. He's reviewing the plays. Shout out to those who giving me the clap emojis. There's no cure for the clap. That's what my guy Julius Julius said out here
Pick
in
and fumble.
Facebook.
I like it. I'll take that prediction.
Come on. Ooh.
McCaffrey up the gut.
Come on,
Gets
make
about
him
4
fumble the
yards.
ball.
4 yards.
And McCaffrey is running the ball.
Yeah. And they're doing something I didn't think they could do. They are running it between the tackles with a banged-up offensive line. How come we can't really do that? We don't quite have the same weapons on the offensive line, I guess.
Yeah.
At the current stance. Hey, that's another. Hey, they got another injured lineman for them.
Oh man.
No,
It's
that's a
not
major
good.
knee too.
He is holding his knee and he is crying. He is crying. He's out there on
Where
the
is
field.
it here?
now.
It's number
Yeah.
60 on the back end there. Hyperextended right there.
Like who put his helmet on him?
It's 90 something. It's D-Law.
D-Law put his helmet on the man's knee, and he's not getting back up.
I think it might be more shoulder pad, but definitely leaning in there, trying to get in on the play.
Yeah, it's nasty. Medieval. We will see. Russell, we finally on the board. Yes. It's not when you get there, it's how you get there, right?
Yeah.
And I can only imagine if we'd have had those other 3 points. Man, that would have been nice. All right.
That's one of the things with NFL as opposed to college football. It doesn't matter. Style points don't matter. Whether you win by 1 against a bad team or
Right.
100 against a good team, it's all one game.
Yeah.
College football, you got style points to think about.
Yeah, you
So
do.
in this case, yes, as long as you win, it works. But to that measure, losing by 1 doesn't help you either. And in college football, you could be like, well, you lost to a really good team by 1. We're not going to drop you that far. None of that matters here. It's all about wins and losses.
Win and loss. So regardless of the situation, even when Atlanta Falcons lost to the Eagles, it hurt us in so many ways.
Yeah, it gave
And
them a win they didn't need because Atlanta should have been able to seal that deal. And now we're going to have to compete. Now, where it could help us long term is we get Atlanta later in the year.
Right.
And if we beat them, that puts us in very good position for the tiebreaker.
There you go.
Assuming we take care of our business. I'm willing to say, I know everybody is out here telling us Dak is trash and this team is trash. They're going to win 5 games, crap like that. We're seeing that in the comments right now. I look at this and I say that Dallas, this is not indicative of Dallas. We didn't see enough time with Dak and the receivers in the preseason.
Right.
The offensive line is not what it normally is right
There
now.
you go.
And you give time and repetition to that,
Right.
this team will improve. And we're going to be better than we see. Now, does that
Right.
mean that they're going to be 10-6 like I predicted a month ago? No, probably not.
Right.
Not from what I'm seeing now, but I think they will be better. They might still be in that range, but then you got to worry, well, what happens if you're 8-8 or 9-7? You're not getting a good pick, and you're not making the playoffs. It's purgatory. That's why those Romo years of 8-8 were so bad. Just turns out if you take Romo off those teams, we were 4-12 3 straight years.
Right. And then on top of that, the conundrum aspect of that, if you go 4-12, maybe you have better draft picks.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you have better chances of getting the guy that would supplant the type of team that we had if we would have went 4-12. And all this 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 situation would never be spoken upon.
Yeah.
But we'll see, though, how this thing will go down
He's
the line.
getting carted off here, Williams, for them. Darryl
Williams, number
Williams.
60, is out. Looks
Oh,
like
he's from
not gonna be.
Oklahoma. My buddy. What happened?
Oh,
I know
wow.
what happened. I saw it.
But hopefully, wish him well. Hope he can get back on his feet in the following game. But right now, football is a war of attrition.
Hirsch Patel.
Yeah.
Hot boys need to show up.
Yeah.
They need to take over now that the
Yes,
offense has gotten us at least back into the game.
Oh, boy is in street clothes now.
That's what I was saying, Olsen.
Oh, I didn't know.
He's been out since the first half.
Oh, wow. Boy got a big boot on right now. He's not coming back, period.
All right, TV connection. Come on now.
All right. So with that being said, we'll see what everybody's giving the rounds of applause for this guy. They're going to put in the backup of a backup of a backup now to fit in his role.
Who backed up again.
Yeah, so I think that they're going to still do misdirections. They're going to roll Cam out. They're going to figure out a way to pass the ball short. Not going to pass the ball down the field. I think that's the game plan still for Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
65 is the replacement, it looks like. Oh, no, they're saying Ian Thomas, different
Ian Thomas,
lineman.
okay.
2nd and 6 here for Carolina at their own 29. Cam drops back, throw in,
right
gets the first down. Look who it is, Christian McCaffrey.
His go-to guy.
Christian McCaffrey is this offense.
Right, and that was a hell of a good play.
Oh, yeah.
He had the pressure right up in his face. He was able to stand tall in the pocket and get that ball out. And that's still something that's remarkable what he's able to do.
Yep.
I think
These receivers aren't beating us.
Free release. They should pressure McCaffrey off of that line.
These receivers aren't beating us. They're making some plays here and there, but it's McCaffrey and Newton single-handedly taking us out. And that's on the linebackers to get out there.
Yeah.
Now, in that case, you had Heath having to cover.
Right.
But that's what it is that they are not holding McCaffrey in check, and he is up. Cam on the draw.
Oh,
there you go.
like
Dropped
a
him for a
fumble.
loss. David Irving in there. Drops him for a loss.
Oh, not David Irving, though. Who that is?
Sorry, DeMarcus Lawrence.
If we can get David Irving in there, boy, that would be nice, right?
Middle of that defense would be even better.
Yeah,
DeMarcus Lawrence
indeed.
with the draw. I'm just going to start saying Tank.
Tank. Or the law.
Tank drops him in the backfield.
Yeah. How many sacks that is for him?
That's not a sack. That was a run play, but it's behind the line, so it should be a sack.
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, it's a draw, but he never got to the line of scrimmage, so yeah, sack.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see.
Second and 12, shotgun for Cam. Checks down to McCaffrey, and he beats Jalen. There's a flag.
That McCaffrey is slippery. I'm going to call him butter.
Yep.
That boy is
McCaffrey
butter.
beats Jalen Smith. Up. DeMarcus Lawrence hurt.
D-Law is hurt.
Chop block. Chop block on the offense. 15-yard
block.
penalty. Hopefully D-Law is okay.
Yeah, he got him at his knees. Now Cam is crying about that call right there, but it is what it is at this point.
Watch this here. 72.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's one way to stop this defense. Chop block him. Leg whip.
Man, I hope D-Law is okay because he's the only guy on this defensive line right now making noise. Second and 26. That's good, too, because McCaffrey beat Jalen and got pretty much a first down out of that play.
Yes, indeed. They said, hey, you guys will have a 5-second delay. It might be.
That we have a 5-second delay?
So
I mean,
don't spoil it for us.
I figured that.
Defense. Defense, let's go. Let's get this thing going. It's 6 minutes left in the quarter.
In the game.
Game is on the line at this point.
They're going to take the timeout here. They got one timeout left, does Carolina. 6.5 minutes left to play, 6:31.
All right, let's clap it out, man.
Dallas needs a stop here.
Yeah.
Second and long. Second and long, they need to get the ball, and they need to be able to drive. They need to get the ball and drive down the field. They still got a chance.
Still got a chance. There's a chance. There's hope. There's a possibility. Lamont, thank you for giving me that clap emoji. Who we got over there on the Facebook side?
Let's see. We still got people mad about Dak. We got some people doing your clap for you.
Who that is? Danny. Danny boy.
Danny boy. Danny boy.
Thank you for
we
that.
We got Matt Ayala. Harvey Key, what's up?
Yeah. 8-16. This is total pandemonium.
Yes, sir. Shout out.
Shout out to y'all,
indeed.
man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
All right, here we go.
Glee.
2nd and 26.
Thank you. You had a Glee, now we got a Clee.
We got a Gle and a Cle.
Yeah. All right, second and forever.
Second and 26, Cam Newton in shotgun. Drops back. Not much pressure. Going deep.
Almost picked.
Funches with the catch. Dang, man, that was slick. Sean Lee was right there.
And Sean Lee was about.
He got a chunk back. It's still 3rd and 14, so it's still 3rd and long. But Sean Lee nearly breaks that up. Hey, though, how reminiscent is that this whole game, though? The defense so close but not quite making the play. Except for that first fumble.
They can make this play towards the end. 17 for 25, 160 yards, 63 yards rushing.
Bring the
That
heat,
is Newton
knock them in the mouth,
stats.
get the ball back, and let's give the offense a chance. All right,
All
they're going
right,
to drop
got the
back
pressure up the
instead.
middle.
Good,
There you
strong
go,
rush.
there you
Yeah!
Down
Sacks Cam
goes Newton. And
it
there's
is
your guy, D-Law.
Hank Lawrence.
Yeah. Tank Lawrence.
Pay that man his money.
Pay the man, huh?
Hey,
Or
you look
you
at
get
this
2
defensive
first-round
line.
draft picks
It's a
from-
strong defensive line, but that is the war daddy that makes this thing go.
Yes. Thank y'all. The clap emojis worked again. I'm telling you.
Clap it out now.
Clap,
Clap,
it out.
clap, 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 clap.
I've got DDP saying clap it out. Now you know
Clap
there's
it out.
something. There you go. There you go. Michael Powell.
Slide
Thank you for the
to the
claps,
Slide to the right.
man. Hot boys.
Crisscross. Punt from Carolina. All right, come on, Tavon. Come on, Tavon.
Nah.
All right.
Come on, let's roll. Come on, Tay.
Okay.
He had 2
Got the ball at the
feet.
21, it looks like. Tavon loses a couple yards. So good special
Retro
teams play
man.
there from Carolina.
Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all these beautiful
Look at
claps
these
out
clapping.
here. Clapping, defense work. That's what I'm talking about. Russell, Williams, Isaac,
There we
Young
go.
Wilson, Young Money. My guy, Young
Speaking
Money
of
Wilson.
slick
Shout out to you.
names
Blue
here,
Rock.
check this out, my guy, DJ Chill Will.
DJ Chill Will.
Chill
in the
Will
mix.
Evans.
What's going on? Yeah. Let's clap it on out, guys.
All right, here we go.
All right, so we're going to have to need some type of miracle at this point to move this ball. We got over, 80 yards to go? Give or take?
77 yards to go.
77 yards to go.
4.5 minutes left. 4:50 left.
Slant.
Cole Beasley with the slant
Beasley!
into the open
Get
field.
down, boy.
right,
He nothing after the catch.
Dallas got the ball at the 38. Nice completion to
Boy.
Cole Beasley on, what was that, a slant?
A
I think
slant.
it was a slant. Actually,
Clap
that's a
it out.
post. Excuse me,
Clap
that's a
it out.
post. Right as I'm
Bees.
talking smack.
Yes, indeed. Give me some B
Crossing
emojis.
route.
I didn't know they had B emojis.
Beasley,
man. Give me some
8
B's
targets,
emojis.
73 yards on 7 catches, 10 a pop.
Yes.
Cole Beasley has gotten going, and that's why the Dallas offense is helping.
Hot pass.
Hey,
cup
there's
ball.
a Gallup again.
It
Nope,
seems
sorry.
like
Deontay Thompson.
Deontay Thompson and Cole Beasley show. It seems like Dak Prescott done turn it on for us.
Here we
Finally.
go.
Finally, Dak. Finally.
What do they
It seems
call
like
this?
2
They
minutes
call
off
this,
it.
they call this winning time,
Winning time. Clutch time.
or tying time in our case.
What you talking about? Yes, indeed. Yes, y'all boys, the hot. Yes. That's what I'm
All
talking
right.
about. Young Money Wilson.
Draw. Slant.
That's slanting,
All
slicing
right,
them
there
up
we go.
like
I
a-
like it. First down, Dallas. Back to Deontay Thompson. Take this stuff
There you go.
underneath, and then as soon as they sit on it, go over the top.
Give me them B emojis. That's what I'm talking
Deontay Thompson,
about.
make your showing in Dallas now. Show your arrival.
Yes.
Or Tavon, I'll take either of you. I just want a fast guy going downfield. At least Deontay Thompson's got size
Come on.
as well.
Single high safety.
4-2 speed for
man
Deontay,
on
I
up,
think.
man on man, mano y mano.
Pressure coming.
Pressure come up the middle. It seems like
There's
they're
a
gonna call
flag
a
on
holding
Dallas
though.
and a sack.
They're gonna.
This is gonna be bad.
They're gonna deny this play, right?
Yeah, they got this. Well, no,
They got the
yeah,
sack, 'cause
yeah,
they got the
yeah.
sack, you know.
They got the sack, so even though it'd get more yards from the penalty, you take away the down. 71, Lyell again.
Lyell.
So at what point do we start questioning Lyell as a right tackle?
Lyell always start off slow, man. I don't know what it is with him, and I think that he didn't get enough reps during the preseason. I'm just gonna have to say that.
Maybe.
Yes, indeed. Come on.
Yep, right there.
Right
Just
there.
got completely beat by the speed rush on the edge and just shoves the guy down and try and
All
keep
right,
him away from
second
Dak.
and 15 versus second and 20.
Second and
though,
15,
dude.
but this backs us back up
Well,
to
first
the.
and 20.
We're back in our side of the field, man.
Come on. Dump off pass. Who dropped that ball? My guy, number
Dak,
13.
That's Gallup, but it's
even
behind
at
him.
the
There's a
direction that
flag.
he was going, he wasn't going to be able to get anything off of that anyway.
Unless Dak threw it that far behind him.
Yeah, but that field is so slippery. I'm not trying to be an apologist at this point.
What's the penalty is the question.
Yeah.
Illegal contact
Every
defense.
time they pass the ball to number 13, there's some type of illegal contact.
Just send Gallup to the end zone and throw it as far as you can.
Yeah, let me see what happened
Give me
on
a
this
penalty
play.
where we're on the 1 yard line.
Shotgun formation. I mean,
Yeah, he's riding Jarwin the whole way.
oh, okay. They really
See,
was
yeah, if
hugging
that
Jordan.
pass is on target, though, Michael Gallup's off to the races.
Yeah.
He had no
and
one
plus
around
they
him.
had the penalty to really, what
Yeah.
happened after the play. Yeah.
So it's a miss by Dak. I mean,
Yeah.
call it what it is.
Pressure
Dak
up the middle. Gotta
sacked.
understand, Dak. Get the ball out, but he really, that really pressure up the middle. I think that it was either Looney or the young kid
Connor
Williams. Yeah, that's something that they're going to have to be mindful of.
Yep.
Yeah,
Pressure
they brought
comes
the double.
on Connor Williams, 52.
Connor Williams, 52. Gave up that sack. And he's still young, guy. He looked like a linebacker out there.
Yeah, he's not big enough yet. He's not strong enough yet. He'll be good, but you're going to have to go through these growing pains.
Oh, he's getting pushed back again. He really had no pressure.
Incomplete.
He had nowhere to step up through on that power.
18.
Third and long.
It's obviously 2-down territory with 2:45 left. But
right.
This is it. This is going to be it for Dallas. They have to get.
Don't
go for the full 18 here. Take a chunk of it.
Yeah.
Take 12, 13 yards if you can, and then set up the
Look at
third
that
and
boy.
medium, third and short.
Walked him all the way back.
Yep, on
Connor
Williams again.
yeah.
So that's what's happening is Williams is getting dominated here down the stretch.
Nowhere for him to step up on that play right there. I think this is why they're going shotgun formation so much because of Williams.
Just give him the space where he doesn't have to be drawing back.
Right. They're going to have to hurry and get this play
You got
off.
2 on the play clock. Timeout.
Timeout. Ah, come on now. And
they didn't grant it.
That goes to the Carolina keep pounding because of the fact that they were so loud. They were so loud in that stadium.
That's Dak awareness. Now it's 3rd and 23. Hey, here's a thought. Where's the coaching staff there?
Yeah, coaching should burn the timeout. But at that
point, the coaching staff, that is unforgivable. Now you're looking at 3rd and 23.
Third and
that right there is your drive wrecker.
3rd and Michael Jordan. Let's go ahead and give me the clapping emojis right now because something got to happen. Something got to happen.
3 straight plays there.
Three straight plays.
1st and 10 to 3rd and 23.
If you got 3 timeouts, you should have burned that timeout regardless. Yep. Coaching got to understand. Oh, underneath. So, like you said, they're going to try to get some of those yards back.
Zeke gets just into Carolina territory. It's going to be 4th and, 11, 12?
4th and 11. There you go, Young Money. We're going to see
another
what we
guy
can do
hurt.
now.
It's Kuechly.
Kuechly is down right now, but we got to figure out something. Dang. I hate to see this for a young player like Kuechly, but it is what it is at this point. He's down. I think the Cowboys should utilize the vertical mid routes on this particular play to get the first down since Luke Kuechly is out right now. And he take advantage of that situation.
4th and 10.
4th and 10. That's very manageable in certain situations as it relates to like the middle steam routes and the dig and the skinny post. You're going to have to figure out something in the middle of that field.
Yeah, more people clapping for you trying to will us on.
Yes, indeed. We got to figure out a way, one way or another.
Well, yeah, we got to go for it.
You got to go for it.
You don't get the ball back if you don't go for it.
We leaning on a prayer.
All right, so here's the play here. What happens? Helmet to helmet? No.
His
knee,
arm
leg,
twist. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Leg.
That Zeke put that 220 on him. 220 on that knee. Made it pop.
Yep. Okay, so Kuechly's off for this play. This is your last crack. You got to get the first down.
Josh Moore, thank you for tuning in, man. All right. Weasel, thank you for tuning in. Michael Power. Yeah, we need power of prayer right now, Power.
Here's another look at it right here. His feet plants.
Folded up like
right
a
there,
lawn
it's his left
chair.
leg.
Yeah. Woo. Nasty. That's very nasty.
All right, 4th and 10. This is it.
This
Dak
is
and
what you
shotgun.
are
Zeke
here
spread
for.
out wide.
4th and long.
You got 3 receivers across. Zeke in the backfield.
Yes, and Zeke is on the left hip of Dak Prescott.
Bringing pressure.
Get the ball out. He got it out, but
he didn't get it.
He had to be 6'11". He had to be.
That's for Deontay Thompson too. He's a 6'2" receiver, I think.
He had to be 6'11" to catch that ball. You know.
All right.
That's why you need to have Rico. I think Rico was inactive today.
That was absolutely.
And you got to have.
That was absolutely Rico territory.
Right. Yeah, you couldn't pass.
I'm not sure the ball doesn't get tipped there too. Watch the pressure late.
Oh yeah.
His arm is hit in some way. Hey, credit for the Panthers guy not hitting him in the head.
Let's see. Jerry Rice used to say if the ball touched your fingers, I'd have played. That old
Julius
man
Peppers,
man.
the old
Julius
grizzled vet,
Peppers
making the play.
Made the play on that particular
All right.
drive right
so
there.
That should probably do it. 2:13
Well, they got
left.
3 touchdowns.
They got 3 timeouts.
And the 2-minute warning.
So
look
4
for
times to
Panthers
stop the
run this
clock.
ball.
That'll most likely do it, but we'll see.
Look for the Panthers to run this ball, run the clock. Clock management is at crucial point right now.
Defense gets a quick stop in the backfield.
And they always ask it around this time, do you let the 2-minute run to it or you use your timeouts on the front end?
Dallas took a timeout, so that answers.
Timeouts on the front end.
Take the timeout on the front end.
Yeah. I think that the recap of this game and what they're talking about right now, I think that the Panthers were more focused to win this game. They had a home field advantage too as well. The conditioning was in favor of them. Not saying that the Cowboys didn't execute at the time, but I'm looking at it from the aspect of it just looked like coaching head-to-head. Norv Turner versus Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan. Norv Turner won this matchup.
I look at the trenches. I said at the time that was where this game was going to be won or lost.
Right.
And Zeke, 15 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Cam Newton alone has outrun Zeke in that regard.
Whole play, I wouldn't do that with the quarterback.
No, not true. Cam Newton has 63 yards, excuse me, but 7 fewer carries. Cam Newton, 17 of 26, 161 passing. Sacked 3 times, that's good. You did get pressure to him there. But, yeah, it's the Christian McCaffrey show.
Yeah.
10 carries for 50 yards, then receiving 6 for 45.
Right.
That's a productive 100 total yard production there. Dak, 19 of 28, 170, 5 sacks, no touchdowns, no picks. So basically identical numbers from the passing standpoint, but sacked twice more and doesn't have the impact as far as overall yards on the ground. But they both have a touchdown. So as you said, they do kind of mirror each other somewhat.
Right.
It comes down to they know how to use McCaffrey, and we apparently don't for Zeke.
Yeah, because you got Ezekiel, you got the Porsche.
I'm just saying.
You got the Lamborghini.
I'm just saying. I wrote the article. I'm saying I wrote that article, and it's still being ignored over here.
Yeah. 3rd and long. They need to get a stop. Come
There's
on.
the stop.
Scramble to the.
He stayed in bounds. That was smart.
But he had the 2-minute warning anyway. He was beyond the clock. So
yeah. True.
So 2 minutes was going to save.
2 minutes left. Dallas will get the ball back.
Right now
is the moment.
Yeah, it's the moment what the Cowboys can do. They spoiled that last moment. Because if they could have got anything off of that, even the field goal.
Yep. And
if they could have got anything off of that, it would have been better.
It was 2 straight plays of Connor Williams getting driven back into Dak. And then from there, you see the unforgivable penalty. And it backs you up suddenly where you're 3rd and 23 and the drive's over. I mean, yeah, you got a chunk back on the first play, 13 yards. But going into that 4th and 10, I didn't feel great about it because that's not our strength. That's not Dak's strength, and you're putting him in a situation where he's got to do something. Yeah. At least you could have had a creative play call in that situation.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Looney played a decent game, but this is the thing. If I'm the Carolina Panthers, I'm loading up my side on Connor Williams' side. I'm seeing that he's gassed right now.
Yep.
This is his first time ever playing a I guess a true NFL game.
Yeah.
He getting kicked back.
Yep.
There's no pressure that he's going to block right now at this point. If I'm the Carolina Panthers, I'm going to penetrate that part of the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe game 2, they're going to have to figure out something to have Connor
So game
out.
2, we got New York.
It's in Dallas.
Gonna have to deal,
yeah.
So they'll have to deal with Saquon Barkley. Week 3, you got Seattle. And then if you're Dallas, does this make you more urgent about Earl? This defense has the bones of something good. But you give Earl Thomas back there, not just the ball hawk, but the guy that can quarterback the defense is in addition to Sean Lee. How do you feel about that? If you're Dallas, are you looking at this now saying like, ooh, just what about a 2 and like a 3 in like a later year?
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm looking back at the safety play. I don't see that the safety play had any issues for this game. I really think that the play of the ball was pretty much the issue was with Sean Lee versus number 22. And
Jeff Heath had a couple opportunities potentially for a pick.
Yeah.
And that's who you would be moving if you got Earl.
True that.
Now he would still be starting, I think, because I think it would probably be a hypothetical where you have Earl Thomas and Jeff Heath as your safeties, because right now Heath is your best strong or free safety. Right now.
Right.
Woods will pass him, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Right now, your normal starting safety pair are Heath and Woods, but Woods is out. So I don't know. It's impossible to say. If you had had Earl Thomas in just one of those scenarios, do you get a pick there, or do you at least get something a little more?
It depends. Do we have the score of the Denver versus Seattle game right now? Whether or not, if the Seattle loses, then they may be interested in saying, okay, well, maybe we can go make a play on the ball, of moving Earl Thomas. Let's see what we got here.
Touchback. Okay,
yeah,
starting at the 20. You were asking about Denver, Seattle?
Yeah, Denver, Seattle score. If
Let me pull
anybody
it
know,
up.
put that in the chat box if possible. 2
Seahawks
minutes.
are down 3 with 21 seconds.
I mean, as long as they're competitive, they're not going to get rid of a star.
They have Earl
key.
back now, though.
Yeah, so they're not going to get rid of a guy perimeter. You know, they're not going to get rid of Earl Thomas, you know, to help the Cowboys, strengthen the Cowboys. They're not going to do that, especially when they're competitive.
If Dallas can score here and tie the game, that botched extra point is going to be the story for Carolina.
It's nightmarish.
Because they have dominated this game. They've only given us one good drive. We've had 2 promising drives and 1 good drive. And
like
so for them to be in this situation now where they might be tied is crazy. Throws it away, okay.
Throws away.
Minute 46, 2nd and 10, down at the Dallas 20.
All right, they're going to have to really still push this ball down the field. It's 2nd and long now. They really going to have to run that 2 minutes offense and think about catching the ball, getting out of bounds.
Yeah.
The middle of the field is open right now.
Yeah.
They're playing overs, yeah.
So I'm curious, did they really not even dress out Rico? Because I know
he's not on the.
My understanding was he was the 3rd tight end, and that Schultz was going to be the non-dress out, unless they only dressed 2 tight ends, which seems crazy. Well, maybe because they got Olawale, they thought it was kind of like having 3.
Come on, roll on
Dak
out.
scrambles outside, looking downfield. He's just going to run to take 4 yards.
Now
so
it's 3rd and long still.
3rd and 7,
yeah,
3rd and 6.
6. That's hard. It's a hard play to come up at this time. 3rd and 6 is it's 4-down territory, but you're going to have to figure out a way.
Kayvon Frazier and DeMarcus Lawrence are the tackle leaders right now with 7 for Dallas. Heath next with 6. Sean Lee only 4. That's not Sean Lee like at all. Sean Lee's usually a tackling machine.
And you got to understand, too, Sean Lee didn't play
preseason.
Yeah.
Played just a little bit in the first one or second one.
And that's the
all right, 3rd and 7, Dak and shotgun.
Wide
he's going to have to, he's dropping back. He's going to have to do something. Sacked. Fumbled it. That's game. Not only does Dak take the sack, but he fumbles the ball.
Over.
Carolina recovers at the Dallas 14.
Dak had time on that play to get the ball out of his hand.
He did.
I don't know why he was thinking to hold on to that ball.
Yep.
And as turnover on down,
all right.
Carolina Panthers got the ball.
It's going to get real loud now, Dak.
Yes, indeed.
If you thought the criticism before was loud, it's about to get really loud.
Really loud right now. Dak Prescott held on to the ball, fumbled. I don't know whether or not the ball was going forward or not. It doesn't matter at this point. Look, drops back.
So let's see. He starts to run up. Carolina fills the hole, scrambles. Yeah. Man. Man, oh man. Dak making critical errors.
Yes, and that's fumble right there.
It's okay, so it's the guy making it. It's not Dak just bobbling. I mean, it's still careless for Dak, but it's the guy making a play.
Yeah, it's good play on the ball. And that's just how it goes.
What defensive front won the game?
The defensive guy.
I'm just saying, like, the Carolina defense made the plays. What do we say about Dallas? The Dallas defense did not make plays.
They didn't make the play. It is over, guys. Hey, no excuses at this point. The Dallas Cowboys, our Cowboys, starting out 0-1.
0-1, but hey, 14 and 16 were both 0-1 as well. That's my silver lining. Until we lose next week, if that happens, then we're not going to talk about quoting that. If they lose to the Giants next week, then I will begin to panic. This is disappointing.
Then they need to call, like, you remember when they started off 0-2 with Emmitt Smith getting show? Then they need to call Dez Bryant and say, you know what?
Yeah. I mean, I view this as this is concerning. It is concerning, but you should have Xavier Woods back next week.
Right, true that.
You're going to have you'll have better flow from the offense in general. Whether it's everywhere around. Connor Williams will be a little bit more ready. Looney will be a little bit more ready. And Dak is going to have at least a little more rapport with some of these receivers.
Yes, indeed. So the Dallas Cowboys 0-1 starting off.
0-1. Carolina is going to take this 16-8.
Yes.
Very low-scoring game, a ugly game. But you know what? It is what it is. This is what we're looking at. This is the reality. You can't hide from the truth. All you can do is confront it. So if you're Dallas, you go into that meeting room tomorrow and you say, okay, where did we fall short? What did we miss?
Right.
How did we fail? And you take that, you confront it, and you improve upon it. That's all you can do.
Right. And, hey, when you're up against your struggles, meet it squarely face-to-face, guys. And this is exactly what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to face next week's opponent. It will be a home team. It'll be a home game. And it'll be one of those things where is the footing, the conditions. I think the Cowboys are more so of an inside turf type of team, believe it or not. They have the speed, the end arounds, the reverse sweeps, things like that to get your quarterback free of space. That's just one thing that they're going to have to work on and improve on. To me personally, I feel that this was a chess match. I think that Nove Turner proved the fact that he's smarter than his disciple.
Rod
you know
Marinelli
what I'm saying?
in this case.
He's smarter than Jason Garrett. He's smarter than Scott Linehan. He got stats and rings to prove that he knows what the hell he's doing.
Well, even more than that, he out schemed Rod Marinelli for the defense.
Right.
I think the Cowboys defense has some players on it, but they did not. I mean, yes, you look at it and you're like, dude, they held them to 16.
Yes.
I mean, they did their job.
Yeah, they did it.
It would have been 17, but still. You look at it and you say, they held them to 2 touchdowns, held them under 20. That's about the most you can ask for a normal good defense. This wasn't a loss because of the defense. This was a loss because the offense could do nothing.
Yes, I think the special team play. These are the things that the Cowboys must realize and understand before we wrap it up.
Yeah.
The special team, we lost our special team coach. And with that being said, special team is a crucial.
Saccia, he went to
It's a
Oakland.
crucial deal in playing in the National Football League. Think about this. The special team on the defensive side, when the Carolina Panthers was able to flip the field and get the ball on their side of on the side of the territory, they was able to have their short area and score out of that particular packages. Look, this Dallas Cowboys are going to have to work on that, and then on top of that, they're going to have to work on their special team returns too as well.
Yeah.
All right?
The thing I look at, and this will be my kind of parting thought here, when I predicted the Cowboys record, I said, drawing the NFC South is brutal this year. But to me, they have to find a way to go 3-1 against that division, not just for their own overall record, but for tiebreaker scenarios, right?
Right, true that.
If that's what they're facing, now you got to go 3-0 because you just lost today.
Right.
And to be honest, of that matchup, I would have said this was the easiest one to get. Other than, now that's not true. I would have said at the time Tampa Bay, but now looking today, now I don't feel that way.
Tampa
to me,
Bay
now I
can
look
score.
at it and I say, this is what you should have had. Tampa Bay should be a likely have, and then
But the
God
only
help
thing
you
is,
against
Tampa
New
Bay might
Orleans or
be
them.
a quarterback controversy because by the time we play Tampa Bay, Jameis Winston would be the starting quarterback.
His own antics are what's drawing the line for him. I don't think ability-wise you can say Fitzpatrick's over him, but they have their own issue. But we'll see. We have our own quarterback issues to worry about. Not on this roster, not with Mike White and Cooper Rush as your backups, but. This is the competition thing, right? Why didn't they go get Teddy Bridgewater? Because they didn't want to make a quarterback controversy, so they didn't bring in someone better that could challenge Dak and press for the starting job.
Yeah.
Make of that what you want, but that's what I see, and now we have no emergency option here.
Yes, indeed. So we were here live at the Henry's Tavern over here in Plano off of Legacy.
Yep.
This is in Texas, guys.
Legacy Park.
Legacy Park.
Shops at Legacy, that's what it is.
Shops in Legacy. I thank everybody for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to like these pages that we are on. Phantom, Real Cowboys fans, right?
Real Cowboys fan page.
Big Game James and
Origin,
Silver and Blue
Texas,
Nation.
Big Game James, Silver and Blue, Phantom, Dallas Prospect, Law Nation, Silver and Blue Nation. All of those. Of course, as well, hit us up on YouTube. Subscribe to Law Nation and Law Nation 2.0 over here. Subscribe to The Dallas Prospect over here. And check out the website, thedallasprospect.com, your home for Dallas sports and all things pop culture.
Yes, indeed. And then also 105.3 The Fan.
Yes,
they have the
right now,
post-game.
if you're not too depressed right now, flip to the Cowboys postgame show with 105.3 The Fan. Check out Ari Timken of Phantom, and he's on The Fan as well. He's talking with former Cowboy, Mr. Fourth and Long, Jesse Holley.
Right.
And
we needed a fourth and long, Jesse Holley today,
We need a fourth and long, yeah.
Salute.
But that's what we got going there. So we will keep you guys posted, let you know of the schedule, if we're doing this again in the future and all that. We will keep you posted. Until then, stay tuned, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Until next time, remember.
You're listening to nothing but the best.
And every legend was once a prospect. Salute.
Yeah.